I hit them both at the same time. Hello.
Yay!
Greetings, everybody. Actually, I can, because I set this up this way. Boop. There we go. Frank is not with us today, so I'll take a little token off. Hello, greetings, adventurers. It is it's your favorite flump-based adventuring group coming here to bring you a modicum of joy in your decent Saturday. I apologize if I'm a little off my game today. I just got back from dying. I was not feeling good this week, so yeah, I apologize if I'm slow on the uptake. But we are not here for that. What you're here for is some not so classic D&D, and well, we've got just the thing for you. We're picking up right where we left off last time. The crew made their leaps to from the lost planet of Calamix 3310 and are making their way towards Grand Unitar Republic, stopping to refuel at the asteroid archipelago, Port Aronia. The crew realized, however, that things are expensive and they need money for stuff. So they took up a quick...
Money could be exchanged for goods and services.
They took up a quick job here on Port Aronia to find a serial killer that the guards hadn't been able to track down, and through an incredibly a near impossible set of circumstances, they met the criteria that I had set up for them instantly, and managed to set up a sting operation for this little cretin. A room was had after a single pull on a slot machine, single gold, which won 5,000 gold in return, and a room was purchased, and charades and pompousness was had to set this up, and hidden in a room, a boastful Ellie made sure to all that is known that she was drunk and had won lots of gold.
And only one of those things was true.
Setting up for the sting, she hid in the closet and is now awaiting her target, who had just arrived through the door as we ended last session. So we're going to be picking up from there. We already have the initiative set, so I'll need to actually put it on the tokens once we get to the actual map. But yeah. So y'all see the thing I spent way too much time making.
Yes,
I will state I did have help with the Tales Tavern. Someone made some facades for buildings, and I used those, and then I built off of those. It still took a long time. I probably spent 7 hours making this map for no reason other than I was like, it feels weird to just have no context. So the building's a little abstract. Doesn't quite make sense, but I made it make as much sense as I could.
Who cares?
Well, you know, the beautiful thing about it not quite making sense means that's now a reusable map.
Yeah.
It's not exactly this scenario, so it could fit many scenarios.
Yeah. So let's take you all over there if I can remember the buttons. Yes.
You just waiting on the world to change.
Waiting on the world
Literally.
to load.
Yeah.
Right. So y'all should all be upstairs, but if you would like to, I'll set some music in the background. Take a look around the like small little city I made, because this is about on scale with what I was describing. So
I'm still on a waiting screen.
Yeah.
let me hit the button again. Where is bring summon players?
There we go.
Oh.
Oh,
Y'all let it load.
holy shit. Okay.
Yeah, the building facade thing was very helpful.
Oh. This has layers to it.
It does.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay.
I don't know where my friends are, but I do know where a serial killer is.
Yeah, you can see him. They can't see you right now though.
That's good.
Let me.
I gotta use the one advantage I've got, which is that I can see you, but you can't see me.
Let me. Technically, it's nighttime. So let's do that first.
Ooh, it's dark and spooky.
But yeah, I was.
Spooky.
God, do you remember that bit from fucking?
I do remember that bit. That's why
Why do you think I did that?
I wasn't sure. Just,
You want to keep Frank out of this fight?
we can, but I mean, I'm just gonna do some basic combat with him.
Oh, because I was just gonna say he seems to be really fine with the whole "I'm his employer" thing, so I could just ask him to like make sure no one leaves or enters.
Yeah, act as intercept.
Okay, hang on. I have to ask a very specific question. Did you use the measuring tool to make lights and bubbles?
There was some
Or is
stuff
that-
That is not what I want.
Because just looking at like the outside area, it's like, oh, there's a bunch of like
Oh yeah.
bubbles that have measuring.
Yeah,
if I hover over them,
yeah,
and it's like,
yeah, you can store bubbles for like size and area effect stuff, so you can make shields and stuff. And
that's cool.
and lighting.
And art and architecture.
Yeah. There is some stuff on this map that's like hidden. I did not. I will admit I did not. I remember to hide any weaponry on this one. I apologize. I was a little rushed for time. I basically I finished at like 7:40 and I was like, oh yeah, I need to eat and do everything else that a human being needs to survive. But yeah, I used some like
enough.
I used some facade tools that people had to quickly just put together some fake little buildings, and then I put little attachments to them, and I didn't really know what to do with the outside area, so I just left it be. I was like, it's fine. It's sort of just like PS2 graphics. There's a thing in the background that you can see through the windows.
Yeah.
So, but we are up on.
I'm excited for this map to be reused, where we fight on the disco floor down there.
Yeah.
So you all had just made it up the elevators because of some decent rolling.
Disco dance battle.
Disco dance battle. Yeah, there's a lot of
And the rage dance.
Poorly.
Combat token activated.
Oh yeah, combat token.
Yeah, I just
I've got my gun drawn on rage. Hands up, buddy.
So do you light up a cigar every single time you go into combat?
It counts
Maybe.
the shakes.
Do you have a nicotine addiction?
It's a little intense.
I have a luxury addiction.
A luxury addiction.
I specifically like expensive cigars and expensive wine and liquor.
Okay. Let's. Thank you, Tweak, for doing the initiative, because I was like, I'll remember it, and then I started setting up, and I was like, I forgot it. All right. Turn-based mode, please.
All right, Frank, I think this is the only entrance. Make sure no one enters these elevators.
Got it. So that is a Sullivan.
Speaking of, man, that's crazy. Massive fire hazard.
Listen. Yes, Rose, there is Art Deco. In this brutalist landscape that I see right now, having any amount of extra anything is great for me. I hate brutalism.
Speaking of brutalism, do you want to go see Boston City Hall?
No. No, I do not.
Either the ugliest or most beautiful piece of architecture, depending on who you ask.
Brutalism was created so that people didn't have to pay as much. I'm not like...
And also to suppress individual thought.
Yeah, I fucking hate it.
Yeah, it's not great.
Nice.
Okay, what was the room number we were told to go to? It was 16 or something?
Yeah.
Thought this before, but he doesn't have any.
I just got an invite to repo. I'm like, I'm busy. I can't.
Mobipo?
Repo? And it's like, I would like to.
But D&D.
Yeah.
Oh, 18.
I forgot I added fucking pictures on my last thing.
Guys,
My notes.
the cat's just passed out on my chaise lounge. He's so good. Even though right before this he was biting the DM.
Oh yeah, the dwarf vampire.
He's doing chip damage.
Oh yeah, the dwarf vampire.
There is a dwarf vampire somewhere now.
An assumption I'm making purely based off of his last name.
He wasn't, but now he is. So,
Good.
Okay. Why do
Who
I
That
says
is-
that a DM doesn't listen to the players?
Oh, DMs listen to their players most of the time to torture them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Man, I shouldn't start my notes with serial killer time! Exclamation point.
Yeah, you shouldn't. That's not a good thing to start your notes with.
Also, yes, Rosa, Art Deco. The Art Deco. Oh God, that's so misaligned. I'll leave it. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, don't fix it now. It's fine.
The Art Deco. I think these are chested, like a chest of drawers or an armoire. And I was like, I need something that looks
that's
like elevator
fine.
doors.
Dude, like the most classic Art Deco thing you can think of is an elevator.
I know.
So
that's all I was like. I need something that looks like an elevator. And I was
To be
like,
fair,
I was like, man,
elevators also classic Art Nouveau Belle Epoque. So
that's true.
There,
You and I will have the Art Nouveau Art Deco conversation till the end of time.
Yes, we will.
If it wasn't so fucking small, I was about to use refrigerators for the doors because there's some refrigerators that have like, they're like a slate front, and I was like, those look like such fucking elevator doors, and I pulled them up, and I'm like, it's smaller than Rage. I can't use these.
Funny.
Rage needs to be able to fit in this
I need to be able
elevator.
to scale items in this. That's the one thing I'm like, please. I have
I'm surprised you can't.
Yeah.
Put in a feature request.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, while Brandon is setting up, I was telling my aunt about mimetic architecture when I was in Texas, and I think she wanted to die.
Is that like a building called the Orange that is shaped like an orange?
Yes,
Okay.
that is exactly what it is. It is the building that is shaped like the thing that is inside of it.
Okay, I was trying to remember because I know you've told me about this before.
Mimetic architecture is my favorite thing in the world. I love it so much.
I'll have to look up in more detail what it is. Don't launch into it now because we're in the middle of D&D. And see if there's any examples in Boston that you might like.
Yeah.
It's very specific. I feel like Nevada and Miami or Nevada and Orlando are the two really.
Yeah.
Okay. You ready?
Yes.
Okay. That is Sullivan at the top of initiative. I didn't put a door there. That's fine. It was just a broom closet for needed effects. All right, but yeah, you guys are starting where you're starting. You don't know exactly where, and no sounds have brought you any sense where this could be starting, but you do have your eyes, and there is signage, even though you can't make signage in this game yet.
Well, for
So
now,
it's like a
there's
regular
only
hotel.
one thing to do, and that is move 60 feet, which gets me there, and then that's it.
Yeah, you run down the hallway, and the signage is awful, just like in every hotel that's ever existed. There's a plaque on the wall here that has arrows pointing this way for rooms 601 through 605, and then rooms pointing over here for what is it, 610 to 620, I believe is the numbers.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, it's my turn.
It is, yes. I forgot y'all can advance the initiative. It's just so nice.
I'm gonna run my 30 feet and come to realize that this has taken a hot second. And I'm gonna do something a little unorthodox. Casey's legs and arms are going to elongate. And she's gonna, in a very unnatural way. And she also is going to give off a sense of dread and just almost emotional vomit. Now I'll go 40 feet.
Woohoo.
She can sprint. All right, rage, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to move 80 feet because I can.
Mm-hmm. It's a bull rush.
How do I do the make it so that it's
I don't know if you can.
It's like I think it's right click and then
no right click just wait. Do I have to all right, that's 47.3. So that's gonna be 30
33. Yeah, 32. Yeah.
32.3. Close enough.
Yeah. All right. Ellie, you know where you are.
I
You are
do.
currently in the closet.
All right. Can I try and sort of jump out of the closet and with the haft of my spear knock into his legs?
You may certainly try.
Okay.
Are you attempting to do damage with this, or are you trying to like just trip?
What I'm trying to do is do damage and activate my mastery feature of a quarterstaff,
Okay.
which
So it's just
basically
flavor aiming for legs, not
flavor aiming for
yeah.
legs.
Because there is like anyone can pull a trip attack, which like doesn't do damage.
Yes.
I think Battle Master has a trip attack that does damage.
That's a 16.
16 misses.
Nards. Okay.
You swing at him, and with cat-like
Did you swing at
reflexes.
advantage?
I did not.
Oh, it's true. You would
You're
have
hidden,
advantage.
right?
Yeah,
I was, I was hiding.
I have
So
advantage.
I guess I would get advantage. 19.
19 just hits.
Oh my god, that's not great.
That's a high AC.
That is a high AC.
Yeah, you watch as he doesn't react yet, but you watch as a red light traces around the back of his head.
Oh, he's got it. The Dune shield.
Oh,
I
and
want one
you
so bad.
You just pass through as it begins to like warp the air around it, and your spear goes through.
All right. That is 9 bludgeoning damage, and I need him to make a DC 14 con save, please.
Remember, Ellie, the slow blade.
I don't get the reference.
I'll have to watch too.
Yeah. We were talking about watching. You guys were talking about watching part 2. I haven't seen part 1.
We
I also
so
haven't seen part
good.
1, but like I read the book and I'm good.
Oh, it's so
they're,
good.
They're really good.
Okay, but
watching.
What's that
DC
say?
14 con.
No,
I have no doubt he'll make this, but
Copy you.
Not that I didn't like the book, it's just that it was a lot.
They did a good job truncating a lot of the con plus 4, 14.
oh, beats it. No.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's not knocked prone, but he does take the 9 damage. And then I am going to use a focus point to use one of these things, patient defense, and take both disengage and dodge, and skedaddle. And
before you do that,
yeah,
he is going, because on getting hit, he's going to use a reaction.
Yep.
He is going to I did read all these things again. Sorry. I did all this planning before I had a fever, so I have to remember all the. This guy got so many fucking. No, because he got hit. He got hit and he has to know the target for that one. Yeah, he's going to use mobile flourish.
Uh-oh. That sounds bad for me.
Yeah, so you hit him. You don't knock him prone, so he can use. He's going to expend one of his bardic dice to use mobile flourish, which means he can reposition you.
Oh, fuck me.
So he's going to.
So I was over here.
Yeah, you're right here. So you hit him. He's going to push you 10 feet this way before you get to do anything. So he reduces the amount of movement you can get. And then he can, as part of this reaction, he can close the gap. But that doesn't really change anything. He doesn't know your abilities. That's what he does.
Yep. And then I, again, focus point, disengage, and dash. So I'm out of here, and I would like to close the door.
Okay.
And
that's part of
basically just lean back on the handles with my whole body weight.
Okay. Alrighty.
That is my turn.
Okay. Caspian is going to activate with a bonus action his dancing blade and then cast heat metal on his sword.
Oh no.
So his blade begins to float out towards you as he sends it out towards the door. And it's going to make its 2 attacks on the door. I'm just going to roll these together. Uh, 17 and 8. He's got a +7 to hit.
So 24 and 15?
Yeah. So both of those hit the door. You feel a surprisingly sturdy hit against the doors. Let me roll damage. That is a d6 for the scimitar. And then heat metal is 2d8 or 2d6? I just typed heal metal.
That's a different thing.
That's mending.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
That's what Saywin could do.
I was like, why did nothing came up? Yeah, 2d8 fire damage. +6. This is 1. Let's roll it down here where there's space. 16 +6, 22 damage. The doors buckle.
Well,
do not
you
break.
forget that he's a siege monster, so it's actually 44 damage.
Oh, true. Nah. And then the second hit.
Oh, the door's buckled with 1 hit?
Yeah.
He's a strong boy.
I mean, he hit it for 22.
I did. I was hoping the doors would be a little stronger.
I would buckle with that.
This is a hotel that you paid like what, $1 for?
Good 10.
Kinda.
$1 for?
11, 17. Ooh, you're so lucky. The doors have 1 hit point left.
Yes. But yeah, I'm sure I see his face through the holes that are in the door, and I just like on my holocone just go, please run, hurry, please.
I'm just imagining the "Here's Johnny" moment.
Yeah, sort
Yeah,
of.
pretty much. That's what
Yeah,
I'm
you wa- you-
imagining.
Yeah, as you're backing away, you watch as his scimitar wedges its way through the crack in the door that he's made. So it's sticking out into the hallway now. Your greed has gotten the best of you. I've come to finish you off.
What's wrong with this guy?
I would certainly object to that statement.
Ah,
I mean, we are technically doing this for money.
Yeah, that's true, but
Frank
we're
Frank
really
is-
fucking poor.
Frank is going to come here into an advantageous position, and that's his turn for now. Sullivan, you heard 2 loud thumps.
I can just begin to see it
Yeah.
as I get to this corner.
Long Leg McGee is gonna keep going.
Your name is Hat.
Your name is Hat.
I'm sorry, my name is Hat.
You are
By the way, I put a picture in picture refs. It's just as unsettling as you think it is.
Do I have? Yeah, I got my little fire.
Yeah, I don't like that.
There you go.
I have questions.
Don't worry about it.
2 little slashy fires. There you go. Because the door's on fire. So,
Yep.
oh, Dancing Blade and Heat Metal is such a fucking sick combo, and I never got to use it before. It's like,
All right,
oh, fuck
well.
you. All right.
30, and then 50. Charging down. Rage is just charging down the hallway.
Okay.
Yep, right. That's me.
Turn off build mode. Go back. All right. Back to Ellie already.
Saved by a single hit point.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. 22 plus 17 is 39. Yeah, the door's 40 hit points.
Oh my god. Okay, so I'm gonna go over here, seeing my companions running down the hallway. I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna hold my action until he makes his appearance.
Okay. Okay. Doot. He is going to wait. No, the door's on fire, so it takes a d6 of damage. A d10 of damage. Sorry.
I mean, it's gonna shatter.
Yippee. Yeah. I'm just gonna. Bloop.
Goodbye, doors.
Goodbye, doors. Unfortunate. He's just going to stand where he is and command his dancing blade to come after you.
Fuck me.
So
That's not great.
he gets 2 attacks.
No. Oh,
19.
that 19?
3.
Right, 19 certainly hits me.
Yeah. 26 and a 10.
If that 19 hurts me.
Yeah. D6 for the scimitar, 2d8. And he is going to. Oh, no, he can't do that. Your friends aren't close enough yet.
He doesn't know they're coming.
He doesn't know they're coming.
I would like to I'm gonna deflect part of that attack. It's a D10 plus 7, so please roll high.
Of 22.
9.
That's pretty good.
How much damage did he do?
He did 22 total.
He did 22 to... Oh, okay. Wait, it just says 15.
Oh, plus...
Oh,
21,
yeah.
sorry. Plus 6.
21 plus 6. Okay. And then 9 plus 7, 16. Okay. So that's 5. I take 5 damage.
Okay.
That's good. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, you use the thicker parts of your leather gauntlets to grab and parry, twist, and it nicks you a little bit, but it's still searing hot. So,
and because of that, I do lose my held action, but I would rather not take most of my health in damage. So
he does. Does your spear have reach?
I don't actually know.
I don't think it does. Because he steps out, but he steps out over here.
Mm-hmm.
And you see, he's like, "You lot never have friends. This was a setup."
No shit.
All right. Frank is. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? That's what you said. So he's gonna come right here, and if anyone comes around the corner, he's gonna have a held action to shoot anyone looking suspicious. There, that's the best angle. That is Frank's turn. He's holding an action. Sullivan.
Okay, let's figure out how far away I am. About 100 feet. My options.
That'd be the scariest shit ever if you had lightning bolt. It just ends like right in front of Ellie's face. I had never thought of that before.
I guess I could take a shot at disadvantage, but I don't think that's worth it. And everything else is 60-foot range, so
30 more feet.
continue to close the distance. Bonus action, I'm going to inspire rage.
Okay.
Ooh. Well, thank you.
Alrighty.
All right.
Casey, you're
Alright.
up next.
I can go. I can't see past all of them. Okay, good. I can go 40 feet here. And now that like Casey's closer to you and you guys have stopped, you just start to feel very, very emotionally unwell, very sick to your stomach. It's not good. Like if anxiety was
She was a
and
panic
also
camp.
yeah, anxiety and panic.
No.
I think I'm also gonna have to go up. Yeah, I am. That's fine.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Okay. There's no cover here. That's fine. It's okay.
Is this like terrifying visage?
All right, Rage, you're up.
All right. I actually need to measure this time. Oh, right. It's just click and drag. Ooh, perfect.
Which is funny because he's out of your range, but if he hits him, your held action goes into effect. Like,
No, I don't have a held action. I had to use my reaction
what do you mean?
to deflect the
Oh,
damage.
okay.
Yeah, I don't have a held action.
So here's the fun part. He is out of my action for a normal action.
Mhm.
Oh no.
I'm gonna dash and gore him.
Yeah.
Oh God. That's a thing you can do?
Yeah.
Mess
Yes.
with the bull, you get the horns.
All right. So I need to make a attack roll.
Mhm.
I'm assuming it's not a sneak attack.
No. You aren't.
He saw us coming.
Yeah, you aren't flanking with Ellie. And you don't get your bonus
Well.
for heavy, but
That is a 9.
yeah.
No.
You swing at him. You come in full force, and you watch that red light swing forward, and just deflect. Your horns deflect off of something really hard. And,
Well, that's me.
all right, Ellie.
Well, now it's my turn. What do I have except this? I'm going to try and hurt him.
Yeah.
Flip the spear around to the pointy end and stab. That's a 8. Nope, 17. So that misses.
17, yeah. It
Wait,
carves
do I
across
get a plus
your
2?
yeah, plus 2 flanking bonus.
So that's a 19, so that it hits.
Yeah. Yeah, you watch that like center point defense try to swing around, but you use the reaction time of it to to take advantage, and you stab through and hit him in the back.
Woohoo! Okay. That is 10 piercing damage. And he has disadvantage on his next attack. And bonus action bonus action as part of removing my spear from him. I'm going to expend a focus point and just kick him twice in the back.
All right.
So it's like stab, jump to plant my feet on his spine real hard, and then pull.
How much damage was that? Sorry.
It was 10.
Okay, 10
piercing, and he has disadvantage on his next attack before the end of my turn, or beginning of my next turn rather.
Right.
And okay, first unarmed attack misses by a country mile, and the second one also misses. So I do no further damage to him. That was a mistake. I did not mean to roll that 18.
No problem.
Okay.
Alrighty. At the end of your turn, he's going to use 2 legendary actions to cast a spell.
Ah, fuck me.
I gotta balance a single guy for lots of people. He reaches into a pouch on the side of his body, reaches in and throws up a number of tiny little buzz droids that begin to spiral around as in flavor of animate objects. He is going to summon the tiny version. Let me just make sure I'm doing this right.
I just realized animate objects might actually be useful now.
Yeah.
Animate objects is always useful. It's like one of the best spells in the game.
But I mean, you go from like Sorcerer's Apprentice to straight up just like
Yeah.
surfing TTT.
Yeah, this is gonna be rude. Yeah, 10 tiny objects begin to spiral around. He drops concentration on the heat metal. His sword still floats. So I'm gonna split the 10 attacks between you two.
Oh god.
They're not a lot of damage, but the buzzy boys are gonna cut you. So let's just do. I'm gonna do 5. These will be for Ellie. Yippee! Explosions. Plus 8 to each.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Ah. Okay, so plus 8.
So 3 hits looks like.
Yeah, 3 hit. Oh my god.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Dude,
yeah.
How do I check the
Animate objects
fucking
is so
menu?
fucking sick. I don't know how many people are hating on it. And these ones are.
How do I look at the roll thing again?
Like on the
The
rolls.
book on the.
Yeah,
Does
little
a
book symbol.
16 hit you, Alex?
Yes. So
Okay, then I
3
think
hit
you
me.
also get hit by 3. Yeah.
Okay. So I will roll. Because he'll just be concentrating on this instead. So 1, 2, 3 plus. Okay. 3d4 plus 12. So Ellie, you take 20 slashing damage.
Okay, I will be. Yeah, I will deflect again.
So you can deflect one of them. That's technically out.
I got you though. I'll deflect 1. So so I'm guessing because that's plus 12, it's yeah, I'll deflect the middle one.
Okay.
We 3 plus 7. So that's more than 8.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I will take 12.
12, yeah.
Slashing damage, which is not ideal, but still better than nothing. Ow.
And then that's 9 plus 12. That's
21.
21, yeah.
Ow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
You're not raged yet, are you?
Nope. Because I just charged in.
Yeah.
So that is almost half my health.
Yep.
Because, 43 minus 21 is 22. I'm good at math.
I have 10 hit points.
What's the hit point?
Well, that was Maddie saying that. Not
I know.
Yeah.
All right. Since that was the end of Ellie's turn, it is now his turn.
Ah,
He's
shit.
going to use his bonus action to send his swarm of buzz droids. He goes, deal with the others, I'll deal with these. And the cloud begins to head towards... yeah, it's a bonus action for him to send it against them, so he's going to pull it right here.
Stop biting
Okay.
me.
So as a bonus action, any or all at the same time. Yeah, use a bonus action for them to use an action. Okay. So yeah, same thing happens to Sullivan and Casey.
Okay.
While he gets in combat. So 5 to Casey.
And is there a plus to either of these?
Plus 8 to each attack. So.
Okay.
Oh no!
Who's that against?
That is you.
That's unfortunate.
Oh no!
Sullivan.
Oh no! Oh
Oh,
no! Oh no!
well then.
Brandon just TPK'd us.
I think he might have.
Oh, I think I am going down.
No!
Yeah, that's
That's really unfortunate
Yeah,
for all of
Rose
us.
gets
Look, the crits don't even matter. I probably went down anyways. I have an AC of 12.
so yeah, you get hit with 4, so 2 regular, 2 crit, and Casey gets hit with 3 regular, 1 crit.
Yeah.
That's some bad. And that's his bonus action.
You're okay. It's all right.
Maybe that plus 8 to them was a little much.
That's part of the spell.
God.
That is baked into the spell.
Why the
Good lord.
freaking fuck did the AC of 9? His health better be like half gone by now. Like,
You've hit him twice, so he's taken some damage. He's not inhuman, but he's like level.
he seems like it.
Well, I mean, fine. Okay, so Casey will be taking 5d4 plus 16 damage.
Okay.
One dice roll is stuck on Sullivan's head on my screen. So that's,
5d4 plus 16?
that's yeah. So you took 13 plus 16, 29 damage.
That is, yeah, I'm down. From full health.
Ooh.
Sullivan.
How do we make you go down? There we go.
Oh no, I made him too
That's
strong.
all on the main table?
Yeah, I think because that took you from full to nothing.
Well, they're
Yeah.
all individual hits.
Oh, they're all
Oh,
individual.
that's true. Okay.
Yikes, bud. I'm sorry. Maybe I do
My
bring
legs look
Frank
normal
in.
now, though.
You should bring Frank in, please.
I think we might need Frank.
We need Frank.
I'll
I'll be back in just a second.
okay.
We're getting creamed here.
So 6d4 plus 16. Sullivan. Maybe they're all ones.
I mean, it wouldn't matter.
Close.
Yeah, I'm done.
26 damage. Ooh.
How much health do you have?
0.
Well, I mean, to begin with.
I'm just gonna.
Because, like, I had 22. And that was me, like, maxing that shit, trying. Or at least trying to.
And then he uses action to make 1 attack against Ellie and 1 attack against Rage. First one against Ellie, second one against Rage. Not one against Ellie. 15 against Rage. He doesn't have heat metal anymore, so it's just
That's gonna hit.
D6 plus 6. 10 slashing.
Okay. This is going to be a problem.
All right. And that's his turn.
Franklin, we need you.
Wait, what's
Franklin.
the? Why was he able to do it to two people or two groups of people?
Because one of them was
So one was
anime
a legendary
object.
action. He used 2 legendary actions to cast the spell, and then his turn came up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we basically got shafted by turn order.
Yeah, because he used it after Ellie's turn, and then it was immediately his turn. Frank, who was always here, is gonna run to this corner. He's going to use his mark ability to gain advantage. I need to see how far. At 3. There you go. So he's just within his disadvantage range of 120.
So flat roll?
So yeah, flat roll. He's gonna shoot. That was a weird bounce. 13 plus 6, that is his AC.
Phew!
Why are these bounces so weird?
15.
He uses action surge. No dice. Which is fair because I don't think he has advantage. No, he's got advantage on the target, so
If he could go after his fucking shield. I don't think you can see it though.
I was gonna say, well, that's
And you don't go after the shield. That's just armor.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, it's
Like
a
he can't go after
bonus.
mage armor, right?
So there's a thing about it. You notice that it after he gets hit, it like stops for a second, but y'all haven't hit him twice in consecutive order.
I was gonna say I don't think it's like.
That's just the first one hit. So he does D6. He's gonna use his little superiority die thing to do a trip. So he does more damage. Oh no.
And it trip him by shooting him in the shin with a bullet.
Basically.
Yeah.
So 10 plus 3, 13 damage. He watches the shield dissipates.
Yay, Frank.
So his AC may be lower. And
Are you gonna knock him prone?
yes, he needs to make a dex saving throw. No, strength saving throw. Worse.
That's good.
Uh, 12, that's a failure. Status, oof. I was like, why can't I type? And then I realized I was in Discord typing because I clicked on the screen momentarily. It was just like, "Ah-ba-da-da-ba-da-da-ba-da."
I don't have a good
Man.
feeling about this one.
All right.
AC and Sullivan. Death
Oh, okay,
saves.
never mind.
Because
Sully
good.
already roll? Okay.
Sully already rolled, and he rolled a 10, so it's
Casey's
we've got
good.
2 successes.
All right. Casey is okay for this turn.
As is Sully,
Uh-uh.
so
Rage.
Yeah.
All right. I am going to rage.
Yeah.
please.
DM, make me big.
DM make me big.
Not morph. GM tool. Set size.
Dude, the character view from just being unconscious is really funny.
Oh, is your camera sideways?
Yeah. Well, it's not sideways, but it's just like I'm so
It's
low on the
down.
ground.
There you go.
Low.
I was getting you off of him. You're still in the same spot.
Yeah. It's never gonna get old. All right.
Just wait, because I've added more sizes.
Excellent.
And I'm
yeah.
gonna do something. Just
You're
for
gonna give a vision of the future.
shits and giggles. I think this is like max size.
How big is that?
6x6.
Oh my god.
It's gargantuan, but you could potentially grapple up to tier 4 ship.
It's so dumb. It's the best thing ever.
I remember the night it was you and me and Alex, and we were just sitting up late at night, and you two spent literally an hour and a half calculating the maximum amount of weight that the rage could pull as a gargantuan creature.
Can't make you smaller again.
That's
Can I make you bigger? I can't make you bigger.
you can make him bigger, but you can't make him smaller.
There you go. There we go.
The rage suddenly sees his potential, and he's like, "Oh God, I gotta make it. I gotta win."
Okay, I apologize. The ODD
that was a
got to
fun-
me.
That was a fun detour. All right, so he's prone.
He's prone, so you have advantage, and you have a +2 to hit, and his shield is currently
Right.
inactive.
So it's whatever I get +8.
Yeah.
19 +8.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just a little spicy.
You messed up,
And do you-
little man.
Do you have
So-
increased crit range?
I don't have increased crit range yet. All right, so now that I am large, I have to remember. Yes, there it is.
Oh wait, hang on. Before we get to that, I need to make 2 rolls for his concentration, because he might not have. What's that? He might not have concentration on his droid friends.
Because he got knocked down.
He got hit and they got knocked down. I need to. No, he still has them. Okay, he just hasn't had a chance to use them. Okay.
All right. So that's a D12 +6. And then because I am. Well, okay, 7. And because I am large now, I do an extra D6 of damage.
Mm-hmm. Do you have heavy weapon fighting? Oh no, it's Great Weapon Master is what it is.
It's Great Weapon Master, yeah.
No.
I was trying to remember what gets you like the rerolls on attacks.
So that's 7, 9 damage to him.
Okay.
Another concentration check.
Yeah.
It's like if we keep making him roll DC 10 concentration checks, he will eventually fail one.
Nope, not right now. All right. All right, Ellie.
Does he have a bonus to these? I assume he does.
Oh, yeah, his casting modifier.
Oh, wait, hang on. I just remembered. I think I can... Oh, is that a bonus action thing?
Are we good? Can I go?
Nope. Yeah, you're good.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna try and stab him in the gut and twist, so.
Yeah.
That's a 9 plus an 8, which is a 17.
17 hits.
Awesome. Okay. Whee! So that's 8 stabby damage.
8
and
stabby.
then I'm gonna spend my last focus point. Stab him again. That is 18.
Yeah.
11 stabby damage. So need 2.
No, he doesn't. He loses concentration because he is out cold.
Good. But yeah, as I stab him, I'm gonna be like, "You stupid motherfucker! Just because you don't like somebody does not mean you kill them."
You say as you kill somebody. Or
As
you're
I-
not killing him,
He's
but
not dead yet.
as you stab him.
As I stab him.
He will die if he is not if he's not stabilized. But the bounty does say dead or alive.
The bounty does say dead or alive, and it's also his turn. So I feel like he's dying on this turn.
Well. Okay. He is.
No.
He is one saving throw away from. What are y'all doing?
Can I decapitate him?
You know what? Go for it. He seemed pretty unrepentant. So.
Do I need to roll anything to chop his head off?
No, you don't. You can if you want to.
I'm gonna just leave it there.
Yeah. Just
All right. And just
overhead. Just deep into the stone flooring. All right. Initiative is still going because your friends are incapacitated.
Mm-hmm.
So Frank can't do anything about that, so he's just on the lookout. He sends some civilians back to their room that are asking too many questions.
That's fair.
In the very uncharismatic sort of way that he does. But,
Oof.
it's one success, one failure for Solomon Casey. 2 successes. All right.
The rage.
how far is I keep wanting to click and drag. Okay, I can't help. I can't get over fast enough to help Sullivan.
I
So,
can. Maybe.
Probably. So I will go over, and as I am going over, I guess I am losing my size.
Okay.
And I'm going to.
Rage.
Yep. And I'm going to try to help Casey up.
Okay.
And while I am still holding the man's severed head.
Yeah.
I assume this would be part of the medical procedure.
So, do you have any sort of healing items on you?
I have a stim pack.
That will suffice.
So Rage just takes it and stabs it right into Casey's chest.
Yeah,
So,
like an epinephrine shot.
yeah. So, Casey, you immediately heal 8 hit points. First one.
Okay.
And you are stabilized and brought back.
She just
Wake
gets
up
up and
time.
goes, "Ah!" That's it. I don't know if the mic cut that out.
Does no, you got it went through. Does Ellie have any reaction to just there being a severed head?
Nope. Or
Not
Ellie or
Ellie,
Casey?
Casey. Sorry.
She'd probably look at that and, you know what? Honestly, on initial reaction, probably not. Surprisingly
She probably doesn't fully process that that's an actual.
Yeah, she's just like,
severed head.
I'm. Yeah.
Oh, it's a
You
prop
give her
head.
5 seconds, it'd be a problem.
Hey, that kind of looks like the guy we were just fighting. Funny. All right, that's Rage's turn. Ellie.
All right. I am going to bonus action dash and run over to Sullivan. Would it be untoward of me to say that I might have raided part of the first aid kit to keep on me?
I mean, I'd say you have it on you. You bought it.
Oh, okay.
I
didn't know how big. I didn't know how big you were envisioning the first aid kit.
It's not big. It's like
yeah. If it was like a 30-pound first aid kit, I wasn't.
No. It's like one of those little like ones that you'd put like in a fishing box. Like little like goldfish cracker sort of like container size little. So
okay, yeah, I will attempt to stabilize Sullivan using the basic first aid in this first aid kit I have.
Okay, so in using the first aid,
it's a trauma kit. Actually.
Oh, you have a trauma kit. The trauma kit's a better version of the first aid kit.
It's the one
That's
that we have.
a little bigger, but it's not like egregious. It's like like the size of like
it's 5 charges, 1 action to stabilize.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I guess 4 charges, and I use my action to stabilize.
Yeah. So yeah, you spend 6 seconds administering a low charge to his body, and then inject him with some sort of concoction of chemicals.
Neat.
Causes his muscles to convulse for a moment, but then his breathing subsides. He is still unconscious, but he's stabilized. He no longer needs to make death saving throws.
Woo.
So he will wake up in approximately.
I don't think the human spellcaster can go.
Yeah,
I don't think you can go. It's really difficult to take a turn when you don't have a head.
So
you can't really cast spells.
Yeah.
So as soon as Casey has been woken up, Rage is going to go over and grab the body and just start dragging it.
Yep.
You hear a weak thank you, but it's weird.
I seeing as I do still have the rental rights to this room, I'm going to put Sullivan in there, and I will literally drag Sully into this room, because the room itself is fine. It's just the door that's on fire.
Yeah. The fire's gone. It got to the the stone, and that's
All right. I will drag Sully to the room.
Yeah.
And I will help Casey to the room as well.
I will appreciate this.
Rage, if you would like to, contact local authorities or hotel management or whatever, so we can collect our bounty, and pay off the damages, that would be great.
That's what I'm already doing.
Good.
And Rage is just dragging the body down the hallway.
Yep, I'll stay here with the injured.
Searching for, Rage would know where to go with things.
Yeah.
He'd be dragging it to wherever you drop off bodies for dead or alive bounties.
Yeah.
It just goes in like a mailbox.
Yet, funnily enough,
Oh no.
welcome to slightly dystopian future.
Just
Yeah,
mail the corpse.
you go downstairs to the information kiosk with the corpse in hand. The robot's not seeming to care, nor the patrons of the bar for the most part. They're like, "Oh God, is that a dead body? Neat."
Yeah.
I was good. Imagine you were saying third one this week.
Yeah.
Hopefully, yeah.
But
I mean,
yeah, you call in. You ask where you deposit for bounties, and the robot goes, "1 moment, please. Contacting corpse retrieval." And two droids show up in about a minute. One humanoid form, the other that looks like a walking compactor.
Oh God.
Does it make squishy sounds?
Greetings. Is the bounty you are looking to deposit alive or dead?
And you just hold up the two pieces. I'm pretty sure he's dead.
Looks like dead. Can you hold the head high so I can scan to verify a bounty?
How high is high? Because if I hold the head up like above me, I'm assuming it's going to be above the robot.
Face level. It's a tall bot, but not that tall.
So robot's face level.
Yeah.
Just holding it,
Yeah.
the head by its hair.
Yeah. Scanning. 1 match found. Caspian, the serial killer. Ah. The
That is
lucky
correct.
murderer. Well, please. And his friend, he just the whole front panel opens up to like a
Lord.
hatchment. Please deposit his remains.
Gonna just shove the body in there and then place the head on top and just pat the head
Yeah.
into place.
The
Wait, better idea. As a pat the head into place and then just punch it.
yeah. It rolls back to the back of this large, almost refrigerator-sized.
The skull is now caved in.
Yeah. This large refrigerator-sized droid. The door closes and you begin to hear. And as the droid and his companion begin to walk away, you begin to hear the wet, crunchy sounds of a body being turned into compost.
Meat cubes.
No longer
Boiling
sentient
green
meat
is
cubes.
people.
Yep.
You hear the other droid speak for the first time. You're gonna make a lovely flower bed.
Oh my God.
Waste not, want not. By this
Yeah,
time,
right.
Sullivan is back
I guess
up.
that's what you gotta do when you're in space.
Like Casey is just sitting on the floor.
Fair.
Ellie probably would have rinsed off some of her own blood, and bandaged up a little bit, and then come back to probably sit in a chair. Oh, so that was unpleasant.
I'm in build mode again somehow. How did I end up in build mode? Let's put that back. There you go. Okay.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I'm cut out for this life.
Well,
I ain't done anything like this before.
Well, until anybody comes up with a better or easier idea of us getting money to continue traveling, this might be the best way.
Well, I'm thought you
I
would say
mean,
that.
don't get me wrong. I've never hunted people before, but
All I got is cattle experience. I got nothing else.
well, think of it like roping cattle. I guess. I think that's what you do with cattle.
Alex, write down that they gave you a card. They didn't describe anything on it. They just gave you a card.
All right.
Like a little. You've seen them before, like a little credit chit.
Mm. So that's where our 22K.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you're not dead. Glad I'm not dead.
I'm also glad that you're not dead. I'm glad that Sullivan's also not dead.
Yeah, he's alive.
yeah, he's come to. You're at 1 hit point. I did not expect to roll so good. I apologize.
You're okay.
A deadly encounter is a deadly encounter, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, it was also the stronger version of the spell.
Yeah.
That was the legacy version instead of the new version. Because in the new version, he would have only made like 3 or 4 instead of 10.
Mm.
That would have been better.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been much better.
You know, listen, we live and we learn.
Yeah.
And we lived,
I
which is good.
need to learn the new spells.
We did live.
That's all off of memory. I'll say it's because he was using some pretty high tech gear. He didn't actually summon anything.
Yeah, he had little nano droid bots.
Yeah.
So how much do you think that door costs?
I'm going to hope less than 100, but it's. I'm not going to know until talk to the hotel.
Well, to be fair, it is irrelevant. You didn't break it. The criminal who is dead did.
Yeah, that's true, but I would like to know if they expect me to pay the damages, because otherwise we're going to end up with further bounties on our heads, and I would like.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. I want him as our negotiator because he's got a point.
This is true. I'm not saying that I'm going to pay up immediately. If I can get out of paying it, I will. But
Let's be clear. If whoever runs this joint tries to charge us for the store, we're gonna put a bullet in their head and then leave.
That's certainly an idea.
That's an idea. A bad one, but it's an idea. Weren't you the person who just the other day was concerned that I was a runaway criminal?
He's concerned everybody's a runaway criminal.
Well, to be clear, we would be putting down some racketeering piece of shit casino runner. We wouldn't be putting down an actual person.
I'm not going to get into that particular bog.
Oh, make no mistake. I'm no better. I'm just the one with the gun.
Well, I'm glad that you are still among the living.
Did you say the bathroom was? I'm covered in blood.
Right there. It's opposite the closet.
It's true. Yeah, I didn't model out all. Yeah, it's just so.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, there's
Well, bounty's been collected, correct?
Rage said that he was going to do that, so as soon as Rage gets back, we'll know.
Well, then that's approximately 10 jumps paid for.
What was it? Wasn't refueling for a
It's
full
2200.
tank? Oh, it's 20. Oh, I thought it was 20, 200, 220. So 2200.
I thought it was 2200. Yeah.
10
You
full
just hear
jumps.
from the bathroom. Yeah, it seems like a good deal.
10 full jumps, and with my random luck, we've got another 2 more.
What do you mean?
I mean the slot machine money.
I feel like I've had to have this discussion with Randy as well. I don't know what everyone thinks is going on, but we are cooperatively getting to a point where we will then separate. You should not be funding this venture with anything besides joint funds. If you wish to donate the $5,000 you won in the casino, I'll take it.
No, I was more saying that if we get into a situation that we have somehow run through 10 jumps worth of money, I can cover like 2. Maybe.
I'm saying I'm gonna donate money as long as we can get out of here. And to somewhere that's not fucking a gas station.
Well, I mean, prepare yourself.
But I'm
because
not gonna do it just freely.
This is the first of many gas stations, Casey.
It's about this point that Rage comes back around the corner.
We got paid.
Excellent work. Sullivan was just enlightening us all about how casino owners aren't people, and we should not put personal funds into a joint venture.
That being said, he did put personal funds into a joint venture by fueling up the ship, so maybe we should pay him first.
To be clear, I view this as a personal venture, so I don't mind spending my money. As far as I'm concerned, all of you are temporary help, which is why I'm not asking for money.
Well, by that logic, you should be paying us.
I am, via travel. You're welcome, by the way.
Yeah, via travel in this ship that I fixed.
Now, we could stick it out here, or we could freshen up and leave this literal bundle of rocks.
I mean, that sounds like a good idea. I think we've accomplished a lot in under a day.
Yeah, I'm not too attached to this area.
Yeah, I've won I've won the jackpot. Rage has beheaded someone. We've rid the asteroids of a serial killer. I think we've done a lot in just under 12 hours.
Rand and I made a bank account.
You did. Congratulations. We
Finally
can
becoming part of the galactic civilization.
I didn't have anything that wasn't a Vantex, so this is probably a good thing.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to, in the long term, rough it out here, sure.
I mean, hey, roughing it's not so bad. Get to see trees, get to run around in nature. Nobody is constantly spying on you for information or marketing campaigns. Pretty good life.
Alex, that looked so
I'm gonna
good
be
on
honest,
stream.
just listening to that makes me wish I had died.
I'm just imagining Rage leaning against the charred door frame.
Yeah.
So, settle what's going to happen with this room and get the fuck out of here?
That'd be great, yeah.
You
Yeah.
paid for, right?
Yeah, I paid for it. But I don't want them to put a bounty. Somebody else had the bounty for unpaid room damages. I don't want to have that on my name.
That's fair enough.
If I get the bounty put on my head, I want it to be for something that I actually, did consciously.
I roll my eyes.
I'm gonna start making my way downstairs and talking to a fucking person about this.
Yes, I'm gonna follow Casey.
If Rage follows a little further behind and then shows up with them, I'm assuming the desk attendants would be like, "Oh, you were with that." Because Rage unceremoniously dragged the dead
Yeah.
corpse or the
Yeah,
decapitated corpse like just through the lobby,
Yeah.
not
You see
caring
the
where the
blood
blood
trail.
was splattering. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go down to first concierge I see.
I got more blood on my shoes in the last, 24 hours than I have when I was in Slaughterhouse.
I mean, considering the number of fights we've been in, this is actually among the cleanest I've been.
You get used to it.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
But yeah, I'm gonna go up to the first concierge. I see who doesn't look like they're actively in the middle of something, and if everyone's in the middle of something, I'll wait patiently until acknowledged.
No, I mean, it seems like the night is just getting started, so. Oh, Taskfire has crashed.
Uh-oh,
Oh no.
that's not good.
Or
The night is
it's-
indeed just getting started.
Yeah, there you go. Please give it a moment while I restart.
Please hold.
Luckily, we've got background to shit. Let me do this. I think it didn't like that I was. I was prepared.
Hold, please.
Hold, please. I will do this quickly.
While we wait for your Tailspire to load, do you know where the cat is? I don't know where the cat is.
I'm not the foggiest because I locked him out of my office. Because he was
in my office at one point, and now he has disappeared.
He
So
was being
he's
a-
either in a box, under the bed, or on the bed.
because he was being a bitey shitey. So
Yes.
I
Because
know.
he likes the chomp.
Go to board. Please hold while everything reconstitutes.
Oh my god, Rage is enormous.
Well,
What happened?
Rage is
The
huge.
rage is currently, I think, 8x8.
Why?
Yeah.
What happened?
I don't
Wait,
know.
I don't know.
1, 2, 3.
It's only on.
7.
It's not on Brandon's.
It's not
thing,
on the stream, yeah.
Interesting.
For me, the rage is 7x7.
Yeah, the Rage is absolutely
You're the big
monster.
boy.
Oh,
Ah,
he's
it's
No,
not
he's
bigger!
a bigger boy.
Oh, because Brandon set him to 30x30. I watched him on the stream. I watched him do it.
Why? No, don't look at me. I couldn't make
Is the
him.
rage? Is the rage currently 1.5 by 1.5?
I
Yeah,
think so, yeah.
and I can't change your size right now. I have
That's
to, I have
fine,
to
don't
make
worry
you-
about it.
Yay! I've broken the game.
Alright, we talked to the hotel attendant.
Hang on.
Hotel attendant.
There
Big
we go.
boy.
Oh god.
Why? Why
The
can't?
situation has not improved with the addition of more bees.
Why? Why are you big and not go small?
Because the
can I-
game just wants
I can only
the
make
rage
you
to be
bigger.
It's fine. That's all we need.
Oh my god.
Right, I'm gonna suggest something perhaps a bit controversial.
Delete his token.
Yes.
Wait. What happens if you I would just want to try something stupid. I want to drop the rage off the side of the thing and just see how much it shakes. Oh. It
Not
doesn't
at
shake at all.
Somebody magic
Kill.
missile. Death.
We're gonna have to approve it.
Yeah.
I forgot about it during the fight.
Okay.
Oh
What?
no, he's still big.
Okay, if I do the nope,
There we
doesn't change
go.
the...
Nope.
So if I morph it to the combat, does that fix it for anyone else?
Oh, you're not
No.
big anymore.
He just goes away.
Okay.
Why? What is happening?
I can't unattack the rage.
There he is.
Okay, I have to. 7.5 works as well.
There we go.
No, it's sure.
0.75. Oh, rage.
That's fine for right now. Your teenage rage. You're not the rage. You're angst right now.
Okay, it's good. It's fine.
It's fine. We're fine. Everything's fine.
Oh, that's
I'll
gonna be a problem for later. Also, I don't know if it has something to do with the fact that the base is wonky.
Yeah, I don't
Maybe?
know. I don't know what happened to the base. It was like that when I came back in on my side.
Yeah.
This sounds like it's a reboot
Tailspire
the entirety of Tailspire and start over
Yeah,
again.
but it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
We'll deal with that later. For now, it's. I couldn't. I can deal with you being slightly smaller than average, but I can't deal with you being as big as the map big.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. You go down. And,
Also with the rage being at 75% height, he is about the same height as everyone else.
yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. You
Patiently wait for a concierge.
Yes. Yeah. No, you don't have to wait long. There's a couple people.
Yeah, they're like, what the fuck happened?
Not really. I don't really question it or anything, but you're met with a worried look because the reports did go out. So like, what's the damage?
Just the door and a couple of scorch marks.
Okay.
And I think some axe damage to the carpet. But aside from that, still a completely functional room. With the exception of the door not being there. Also, I do want to apologize for the way I was acting earlier. I was designated as bait.
She goes, you did us a solid, so I'm gonna do y'all a favor. Do you have the exact name of the guy you were trying to catch?
Yes, we do. And I will. Yes. Caspian Silon.
Caspian. She answers, right. We'll be charging the 4,100 gold charge to him and or his next of kin. It'll just go that way.
I mean,
Because I'm not allowed to say that no one's paying.
Well, that does make sense. And to be fair,
That's convenient.
he is the one who broke the door.
I figured.
That is true.
But
yes. Glad that that was taken care of. Stay safe. Please don't have any more serial killers.
I don't think I can control that.
Thank you, but I don't think that's how that works. Okay.
And yeah, I'm gonna start heading back to the ship.
Yeah. Before I head to the ship, I'm gonna withdraw some cash from my bank account.
Okay. How much you withdrawing?
3K.
Okay. It takes a moment because it's a slightly larger amount of gold for a smaller bank, but a 15-minute wait and you get you get like a what are those? It comes to you in one of those like those old pneumatic tubes that they had at the banks. I'm sure
the pneumatic tube goes in the zip tied duffel bag. For the ultimate
you begin
safety.
walking away and like, we need that bag and the gold that's inside.
Shit. Yeah, okay. Come back. Because I don't understand how banking works.
Yeah, you pour the contents out. And 3,000 coins is fairly hefty. Because I think it's 50 gold is a pound.
Ooh.
But just
That's
why we
fine.
ignore weight limit for gold. Because it gets a little numbers.
Well, in
gross.
this campaign, it doesn't matter because we have credit cards.
Yeah.
I don't even know why she's withdrawing.
Yeah.
Actually, do you know those cut proof purses that you can buy?
Yeah.
That have like an RFID tracker?
Yeah.
Can I buy one of those?
Yeah.
Can I buy one of those as like a duffel bag?
It's probably gonna cost about 3,000 gold, but yeah.
How much is it? How much is the base purse?
A little, like a regular size, like handbag, like nothing huge. Probably like 700, 800 gold. A full duffel bag that's like that, probably
for
about 3K.
for the cutty thing.
Everything is 10 times, right?
We spent $2,000 on gas.
Yeah.
That seems reasonable for a fucking ship.
But that's standardized travel in this world. You can't expect the average citizen to pay $2,000 for gas
But you
unless
said
everything is that high.
Here, right?
Yeah, everything. It's like all averaged higher.
Yeah. Okay. No, I'm just gonna wait then.
As we're heading out, it's like, all right, everyone's still got their plans for where they're going. Because I'm gonna go buy star map or jump maps.
Yeah, I don't think mine's changed. So.
Yeah.
Did you inquire beforehand? I'm curious
About
to
the
see if they
maps?
have any information on
He
the
did.
empty cluster.
I remember something about a couple thousand each.
Here, I'll cover up my face, but I can put this on stream.
Also, I was trying to get away without buying clothes, but I think I'm gonna need to now because just look at her shredded fucking clothes.
You're back.
Yeah, I'm gonna go restock my suits since I now have 2 that are shredded.
Okay. Luckily, there's plenty of stores. There's the higher end fancy stores and the everybody stores.
I have leather armor. Equivalent of like fabric suit. What is studded leather armor equivalent cost? Like really nice thread that is stab resistant and gun resistant and anything else that might be an attack roll resistant.
So there is a combat executive suit somewhere that I have.
Also, how much are one of the Dune shields, man?
I'm
That's what I was
surprised
wondering.
y'all
I
didn't
just
try
need to know.
Yeah, I'm surprised y'all didn't try to loot him.
Damn
Oh,
it!
do we still have his body?
You
No.
No,
just
it's in the fucking trash compactor.
shoved the whole thing in the trash compactor. I think his
Yeah, I
sword
didn't even
is
think
just
about that.
sword is just on the floor.
I think in my head he was like turned in, but I then realized when we were going down to the desk that he was dragging the body that he only turned in the head.
Nope. He turned in the whole
The whole thing.
Yeah.
Shoved the body in the trash compactor robot, and then placed the head in there, and then punched the whole thing in.
Well, how much is the
Uh,
Dune shield?
the Dune shield is
And what does it actually do?
the Dune shield is it is a reactive ablative shield. So anything fast moving, it targets and adds 3D.
Yeah, like
3D
the way
or-
it works in Dune
Yeah.
for unfamiliar watchers, all right? Anything ranged, it stops dead. Most melee, like the trick in melee is you just stab slow because the faster you go, the more the shield reacts.
Yeah.
So like bullets, it stops dead. A slow knife kills.
Yeah.
Mm.
So yeah, it's like this like intricate dance you have to do to like kill somebody. But yeah, it's an accessory. It adds +3 to your dex, or +3 to your AC. So
Oh god.
Bro, I need that so bad.
Yeah.
How much is it? So I assume we can't afford it
I can't
since
even.
everything is so expensive.
I can't even wear light armor. I have to wear like no armor.
Yeah.
Hey, same.
Same.
Yeah. Wizard life. I guess you're closer to sorcerer.
Wizard gang.
Either still sorcerer doesn't get armor.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Barbarian can wear up to medium and still rage, I think.
Yes.
But at
I
a point,
think-
it's better to just use
So
your.
I think what
But
you
then I
lose,
lose
though, if you do armor
unarmed.
is the extra movement, right?
Yeah.
okay, so there is an combat executive suit. It is made of nanoweave and carbon fiber and Kevlar layers, making you resistant, and the suit highly durable. It's 6,000 gold, but it is a suit.
Do they have that as
it's
not a
equivalent
suit?
to studded leather.
Yeah, that's light armor though, so
Yeah.
it wouldn't apply.
That's true. Fuck. Yeah, I need the Dune shield.
Though I guess if all you're looking for though, just like RP wise, is clothes that don't break, I'm sure that's available.
Yeah. These
No, I'm
will-
looking to not die.
Okay, so if you want AC, you need to look at the shield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I've talked with Brandon about this before, and it's like he said that the gadgets are fine, but I can't
Well,
wear proper
yeah.
armor.
But yeah, I think he's classifying it as like an accessory, right?
Yes, yeah.
It's
Because
basically
it's
like a magic item that just boosts your
Technically,
AC.
technically it's a belt. It goes in your belt slot.
Okay.
And yeah, anything fast moving.
Do they sell shields here?
They would in the higher end stores. The reactive ablative shield system is 40,000 gold.
Woo!
You said reactive ablative?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna call it a reab shield, right?
Okay. Reab shield.
Okay, and that's the
Reactive ablative
thing that we
shield.
didn't loot off the man. That
Yep.
we just threw. Okay.
It was broken by the time you.
Oh, it was broken.
But you
right?
could have
Okay, that's fine.
repaired it for less. But yeah.
Well,
right,
neither of us
I'm gonna
got to
buy-
loot.
I'm gonna buy that.
Okay.
Suit.
Yeah. Think.
And
Yeah, think Armani suit,
you
but
said-
fire, cold, heat resistant.
before we leave, since I think you kind of like just threw it out there to do us a favor, I'm gonna go up and see if that sword is still on the ground.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'll take the sword.
Yeah.
We get at least something.
It is a tech version of a dancing scimitar.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. It's actually really good.
Yeah. So it has battery. You need to use.
Is it like attunement then?
No, you just need a fusion cell or a power cell to charge it. Activating it takes one charge. I think each power cell is like 3 charges. So, and you just attach the bracelet. That's why you could use the dancing blade and the heat metal at the same time. Because technically, dancing blade is you need your concentration. So.
Well, no, the magic item. I don't know if there's a spell that's it, but the magic item is a attunement item that does not require concentration.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. But yeah, no, it's non-attunement. It's whoever's wearing the bracelet that comes with it.
What variant is it? Is it a great sword, long sword, rapier, scimitar?
Scimitar.
Scimitar. That needs to go on one of you two, probably Mad Dexy, since it will go off of your weapon attack roll.
Yeah.
If it works exactly the same.
Yeah.
So it'll go off of your dex whenever it's making attack rolls.
Cool. Slashing damage. That's the one damage type I don't have.
And it gives you a use for batteries.
Yeah.
Is there anything that equates to any amount of armor that Casey could wear?
Mage armor, the spell.
Yeah. There is some like civilian gear and stuff, but yeah, for now at least.
What does the civilian gear like protect?
There are some highly unfashionable, but there are cloth armors that are not an armor type, so they don't grant anything to AC, but they'll give you like resistance to fire or electrical or lightning or cold.
Oh,
damage.
so like being in like a hazmat suit to get like resistant to like poison.
Yeah.
But it's not something practical that you could wear like every day, all the time.
Some of them are, because like the fire resistant jacket is like the fireman's jacket. It's just layered. So those come like slightly more fashionable. The cold ones also are fashionable. The lightning resistant ones not so much. You sort of look like a deep fried lizard, sort of. They're like just real, like thick rubber, like like a rubber suit.
If I could get like a fashionable fire one, because I imagine fire is probably a thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably still the most common damage type, I would imagine.
Yeah.
That and poison.
So 2 things. 1, Brandon. How much are stim packs and how many can I get? Or how many are available for potential purchase?
You could scour this entire like metroplex of stores and get thousands of them if you wanted to.
Fair enough. How much?
They're 450 gold a piece.
I will get 1.
Okay.
You know what? I will also buy 1.
Okay.
That's a good call.
Yeah, stim packs are just the like much more reliable version of a health potion, but you can't use it.
Is it the same healing?
It's 8.
It's 8 per, and you get
it's 8 per.
You just heal 8.
Yeah, you just heal 8, and then if you use a second one in that 20 and within 24 hours, you heal 6, and then 4, and then 2, and then you don't. The 5th one won't do anything to you. So it's diminishing returns, but you always heal 8 with the stim pack.
Okay, and the second thing is We're going to Grand Unitar space, right?
Yes.
So we need to go to the administrative building and get
Presumably, we're gonna go look at jump data. Maybe we go outside the border again based on what we're doing, but
yeah?
we're probably
Wait.
going to Grand Unitar.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
Because we do need to come to a consensus on that based off of what our options are.
Yeah.
Also, how much was the jacket?
Jacket is 600 gold.
Okay, that's fine. I'll take it.
Okay. Yeah. You find
I want
a
to use
ni-
my credit card for that though, not the
Yeah.
not the 3,000.
You find a nice fashionable one. Very cyberpunk chic, like a big thick like puffy jacket with bright colors.
And how much is just like standard clothing?
Like anywhere between like 15 gold and like 150.
How much would the standard clothing that Casey's used to?
Probably like 12 gold.
Okay.
I mean, you're not used to like
Nicer.
yeah, you're not used to like fancy clothes because it never really
Okay,
mattered to you.
I'll
but,
spring.
but you now have the variety of options. You have a plethora.
I will spring for some $20 clothing. Imagine that.
Wait, these leather chaps aren't as stiff as cardboard.
Yeah.
Like, wait, these are supple.
They're not
No, that was
fucking
possible.
company
They told me this is the only way they came.
she fucking goes into like a sex supply store. She's like, oh my god, these chaps are so supple.
Yeah. You know,
These
honestly,
chaps.
probably.
They move with my legs. It's great.
This is amazing.
I don't have to
I hate
spend
that my
4 months
brain-
to break them in.
I hate that my
Wait.
brain was thinking about. It's like, yes, these chaps, they're assless.
You know,
Wait, this hat, it comes with one of the like neck ropes that I
So-
wanted to like so it doesn't blow away. They
The
told me that didn't happen.
the
I had to keep
funny
buying them.
thing is all regular over the pants chaps are assless. And I never understood the differentiation. Because unless you sew them to a pair of pants, yes, they cover the backs of your legs and your thighs and the sides. Of course they're assless.
You know what?
The point of them is not to cover. They are to provide a little extra surface.
You know what? Casey's gonna try a beanie, I think.
Okay.
Yeah,
there's-
does that?
there's-
I imagine that probably doesn't look very good.
I mean,
It looks like a girl wearing a beanie.
yeah, big floppy
Dude,
beanie.
beanies are. The beanie, it depends on your face shape.
I think a floppy beanie would work for you.
You'll do floppy beanie. We'll get a
Get
floppy.
one of the ones with like the massive balls at the end.
You mean a toque?
Oh,
We don't call them that, right?
Well, when I think beanie, I think like skater kid beanie.
Yeah, and
Mhm.
it's
That's also what I think. And then I see people in cold have the balls. I'm like, why?
Yeah, and that's a toque.
It's just a beanie. It's a beanie with a ball.
They're all beanies.
I hate it here.
It's a beanie with a pom pom.
Yeah, it's a pom pom. It's literally called a pom pom
wanna go
beanie in
home.
America. I'm sorry. You called it a
Yeah.
toque the first time, and I was like, what in the fuck 9 hells is she talking about?
There's no way you hadn't heard the word toque, even like as
no,
a
no,
joke.
no,
I've never heard it
Rose,
before.
Rose. Toque is a very northern of the United States word, with the exception of if you follow hockey really closely.
Also,
And it's like, and by northern of the United States, I mean you have to be within 50 miles of the border of Canada. So most Bostonians don't know what a toque is, but I know what a toque is because Jay, my dad, is a hockey fan. So
Yeah,
also,
Okay.
I was gonna say, I'm
looked
sure they
up-
mentioned that on South Park at some point.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm looking up toques.
Oh my
and
god.
yeah,
They're
Rose-
just beanies.
Yeah, they're just,
yeah, it's just a hat.
they're just beanies.
It doesn't.
I-
90% of them don't even have the pom pom.
Yeah, they're just toques.
So, anyway,
Beanies are
Fair
like
enough.
lightweight toques.
So
Get everyone together.
Yeah.
All right. Unless there's really strong opposition, I say we don't even bother sleeping here. Sleep on the ship.
Nope.
Droid can pilot if we need it.
I'm totally down with that.
This is the old version.
Good idea.
Why did my new one not
also,
save?
do people give Rage the permission to purchase the map or the jump
I think
sections?
we need it, so that's okay. Yeah.
All right.
Well, which ones are we actually buying? Because
We have the money to buy all of them now.
Well, what is
think it was
all
like-
of them?
I think it was like
They're all going different directions technically.
yeah.
Here's my
'Cause there was
question,
3 of
because
them.
it
'Cause we
seems to be
knew-
an issue. Go ahead.
Well, we know that let's see. Rage is going to the Doctrine of Chargumi. Casey is going to Bargesha in Nobani of the Glenburia Nursery within Barga TY 658. And Sullivan's going to somewhere in the Frozen Expanse, but they couldn't get, or the shopkeeper couldn't get us there, but could get us close. Did I get that right?
Yes.
Yes. Now, here's my question. Because it seemed to be an issue whenever I was looting
There.
data off of the ships we found. How much space do these take? And would it even make sense to buy all of them? Or are we, like, at that point running out of storage space? Data-wise?
You might have to buy some bigger drives. All the drives you have are old. So they can only hold like and the data on those drives is sort of dispersed unevenly, so you can't, it's not optimized. You can sit there and let your system's computer optimize for like, it'd probably take a day, but you could cut in half what you currently have. But yeah, you might start having to look into getting better drives for more storage
The drives we
solutions.
took off were a couple centuries old, right? Like,
Yes.
would this be the equivalent of like I have a terabyte drive that you have to plug in with an additional power source versus one that you can just buy
Kind
now?
of, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the drives you have are old. They were top of the line, but that was like a century ago. Or not a century ago, a millennia ago.
Yes, the
So they could probably fit on a USB at this point.
Yeah, the newest top of the line crystalline adamantine drives hold thousands of times more, but they're also really expensive. So
surprise.
How expensive is really expensive?
one will replace all 10 of your current drives plus some, but they probably run you about 15 grand.
How much is all of the jumps?
To buy all the data for all the jumps, I think it was.
I only wrote down the prices for 2 of the jumps, which would be 4,100 for the Barga jump and the Chargumi jump. I didn't have write down one
Together,
for the,
did I say 4,100 for, or
no, 4,100 for both. It was 1,600 for Barga and
okay,
2,500 for Chargumi.
okay, and then let me look at my. Here's my stuff. There's my stuff.
Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. Since we're running into this issue now, we will stay here for the night. You can all do whatever you want. I'm gonna spend the night optimizing our current storage space, getting rid of anything unnecessary to make room for jumps in the future. Soon, we'll likely want to replace the drives, but I don't think that's feasible at the moment.
Yeah.
especially
that's
for wanting to
also-
buy multiple drives.
That was
Or
also for
multiple jumps,
buying.
rather.
That was also for buying a top of the line drive. There are going to be middle drives that may not be, that drive,
Yeah.
but also are, only like, I don't know, 2,000 gold.
Yeah.
But my argument is that 2,000 gold is only a solution if we just feel like we don't want to spend one day here while I optimize the drives we already have. It basically being paying 2,000 to leave now versus not paying 2,000 and leaving tomorrow.
Oh, well, yeah. No, I was saying just in general, it's like we don't have to buy the top of the line immediately. I thought that's where you were going with it.
My and this applies to real life as well, is if you're upgrading storage, just wait until you could buy something that is good enough to last you forever.
So, how many 24 terabyte hard drives do you have in your computer, Tweak?
I have two 2 terabytes, and I've never run out of space.
Fair enough.
I've got one 12 terabyte hard drive that I'm glad that I upgraded to, because the VODs the VODs
yeah.
for D&D are about they're about 3, and the drive I had before was 4. So
Yeah. So that would
Yeah.
basically mean you had no space for anything else.
yeah. Well, I've got other storage on this computer, but
Right.
I'm a freak, so no one else needs 18 terabytes in their computer.
Unless you got some weird shit.
Like,
That's concerning.
I really one of my goals in life, just because, not even because I have enough to do this, but is to set up a NAS with like 10 terabyte drives, so I can have like 50 terabytes of storage for no reason, but just so I can say that I have it.
It is weird
Alright.
going all in on stuff like that when in 3 years you'd be able to buy that on a thumb drive.
Yeah.
Anyways, I think, and that is a valid option, by the way. If we do want to do that, just spending 2,000 to buy a middling drive right now just to leave now, I think that's also a valuable option.
Yeah.
I mean, here, I'm gonna ask this in character. All right. Well, my question is, are we gonna is that gonna be helpful to us in the future?
Well, on it, to be fair, we could just buy the middling drive, and then if the flight information is stored on those drives, we can operate the ship off of them, and in the meantime, I can optimize our other drives. And then we have that extra space as well.
I mean, I think that's fine. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I think having
I mean-
more is better than having less.
Yeah, I
We're
think
not in
we
any-
can do that.
We're not in any rush to leave, so
I mean,
as
no,
far as
but
I'm aware.
I think that having more space is not a bad thing. Especially
Agreed.
because you seem to be collecting every single little bit of information you find.
Look, I
And
gotta find
so-
out a lot of information.
All right, let's go real quick to the. I assume since that guy is selling data, he also probably sells drives, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's just go to him and figure out which jumps we're actually buying to get pricing, since we only have pricing for 2 of them.
And just so you'll sort of understand why the prices are the way that they are, and why they're so expensive, is it's not just one jump, it's the trail of jumps to get you at least close to where you're needing to get. And the more you get, the bigger your web gets that you can jump. So that's why location and distance are the factors for jump data. And so that's why some of them are expensive. Also, I do not believe I gave prices on the other two because you'll
Can you pirate jump data like you can with LimeWire?
You cannot. It's too dense.
Also, why would you?
So you don't pay
It's not
for it?
like, well, it's not like a video game where it's like, I don't have the license to sell this jump data. If you have the data, you can sell it.
Yeah.
So there would be no incentive to ever upload it for free. Versus like a pirated video game, it would be stupid to try and sell that.
Yeah.
So really the only option is to upload it for free.
Oh, I totally forgot that I was gonna say something and I put it up. I've been blocking the screen with the
Yeah, it's okay.
map.
I saw that and I was like, he'll know.
Yeah, I'll figure it out.
We're vamping.
But yeah,
We're telling a story at
We're
the
not
same
vamping,
time.
we're trying to figure shit out.
Yeah, let's figure out pricing for jumps and if we want to buy all of them.
okay.
I'm sorry. I just want to say that on the stream, you are a mustache.
Yeah.
It happens.
Because yeah, it's technically
Layers.
Map goes in the foreground, but mustache is over that. So.
Yeah. 'Cause, yeah, technically it takes up whatever slot is available, and I always leave one open because sometimes if you put something in the one slot, it clips into your face when you turn. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
But, so the one slot, it just. But yeah, those are technically the 4 next jumps that you can do if you buy all the data. I think, what were the jumps again?
It
We got the
was
Chargunan one, we got the Bargesha, we got, because they're not in the same place in my notes. That's the only reason I'm asking.
Bargesha and Frozen Expanse are what I have.
So
We can't get 2, but we can get sort
yes,
of.
so technically,
closer.
so if you look at the stream, the one that's I don't need to. The one that's
This is a
going,
beta feature.
yeah, the one that's going like straight north is that data, and it goes up and through the up and through the known galaxy, but it stops like roughly like in this cluster right here. I'm glad that I can like zoom in on this shit. So like right next to my mustache. There's like 4 star clusters.
Yeah.
That's sort of where it ends in the Frozen Expanse, is like up here. So you'd have to find relevant data to make that jump with that one, but
how expensive is that?
that one is 3,300 because it's the furthest. It's seven jumps to there.
I mean, honestly, I just say we bite the bullet and just buy them all, and we can figure it out, because we're just gonna get more information like that.
I think so as well.
What was the last one?
I think there was only 3.
Was it 3?
Unless-
Yeah, it was only 3.
Okay.
Because you have Rage, Casey, and Sullivan. I don't know if I don't think Frank has a
Frank doesn't have a destination.
He's just vibing.
And Mad's destination
Ellie
is
doesn't.
just Unitar.
Yep. I don't have a destination yet.
Yeah. So
You know what? All right, let's bundle price. I try and negotiate this guy all 3 jump sets with a drive.
Okay.
Of middling quality.
So yeah, what you have right now, I'm gonna go off of like the classic ranking system. Y'all are like y'all's drives are like wood rank, maybe even coal rank.
Oh wow.
You're just booty cheeks, like low, like oh, these are actual physical storage drives. These are
That's phrasing I have never heard before.
what, just straight booty cheeks?
Yeah.
Yeah, they. He's like, man, you can't even like. You get better drives buying children's toys these days. So so that being as it may, and then up to like an adamantine drive would be like adamantine level, somewhere in the range or like silver or gold rank, somewhere in there, probably run you about 4,000 gold. And it would take the place of like 4 or 5 of your old drives. So you could take out one drive and double your, like, basically double your storage, and then you can always go more because your new computer has 10 slots.
All right, I try and verbally swindle this guy, buy all of it. How much can I get? Okay. How low can I get?
Okay. Let me pull up my calculator real fast. It was plus 4,000. So normally all 3 drive, and because you're saying this, he goes, oh, I'll preload these if we can come to an agreement. So everything would be 11,400 Galactic Standard gold pieces. But you smooth talk him. You're trying to like be nice, or roll me a persuasion check.
Okay. I'll use one of my luck points that I probably could have used to save my life in the last fight.
Probably, yeah.
I'm sorry I ambushed you so hard.
Well, the fault was all the attacks being rolled at the same time, so I couldn't wait and see until I was 1 hit from death and being like, okay, that one has advantage or disadvantage.
I apologize. I was trying to keep it going.
I didn't even think about it until afterwards. I was like, realistically, I could have been like, that last hit is the one that downs me. I would have certainly given that disadvantage.
Yeah.
All right. Persuasion. Out into space. Go. 24.
24. He's like, all right. It's a shame you didn't come work for us, but it's I'll cut you a deal. Technically, it's out of the manager's cut, but keep that on the down low. I'll give it to you for 9,500 for the total. It's as low as I can go.
You know what? You're
on
doing
this.
You're doing me such a massive favor here. I couldn't say no to that.
Yes. Hey, I'll just say that I didn't sell one of these, and then the boss looks mighty happy that I made 9,500 from it.
All right.
All right.
Transaction done.
But
I've changed in the intervening like 45 minutes. I've changed my mind on something. I'm going to buy a second stim pack.
Okay.
Because it's always good to have a backup.
How
If
much
I
is
buy a stim pack and the purse, can I get a discount?
You probably wouldn't be buying them from the same retailer.
It depends. There's a lot of like general stores.
It's true. You could go to like a Dollar Tree.
How-
A Dollar Tree that has a fucking cut-proof purse.
Yeah.
You know what? Here
It's a
it is.
casino.
This is fucking cyberpunk ass shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
The mom and pop shop that sells candy also has a back room that sells Fent. Like,
They know what? Yeah.
like
also, how much were the stim packs?
450.
450.
Yeah.
So it's 450, and you said 700 for the purse.
Yes.
Rage is buying 2 stim packs.
Okay.
I'll
Bro,
get a
I'll
stim
buy
pack and a
one
purse.
and never use it. You'll see. That's my cold shot here.
Yeah. I'm buying
I
one.
wish you the
and
best of luck in that.
I'm buying one, and I'm
Okay.
just gonna let everybody know I have it on my person in case I die.
Alrighty. A little shopping
We should get
trip.
those. We should get like defibs installed into our hearts and give everyone else the remotes in case we go down.
That sounds like a horrible idea.
Like if I go down in combat, all of you have like the button you can hit. You just have to try and make sure you don't accidentally do it at the same time.
No, it's a
Oh
fucking.
my
It's
God.
what is it? It's a timer mini game. Like you have to do it like in between the line.
Oh, a QTE. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah,
the,
to
it's
the-
it's
to
just
the
a-
beat,
it's
to
just
the
a
beat of
Castle
staying
Crashers.
alive.
It's just a Castle Crashers
Yeah.
minigame. Where it's like, yeah,
No,
you
you-
could heal me good, but just fucking mash Y.
It's like a CPR. You have to like do it like in tune,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
in time. So
It's
you
a
just hit the
rhythm game.
button. Yeah.
Also, man, it feels really good to like throw gold around and you'll spend it. It's so
I mean, we're at the beginning of a campaign. We kind of have to.
yeah. I mean, I tried my best to incentivize the purchase of things.
Purchases.
The purchases. But yeah,
And then
Merchandising.
obviously Frank has money and has the opportunity to spend it. Maybe
Yeah.
he buys things, maybe he doesn't.
yeah. Well, I'll talk to him about that.
And then we're all set. We're not spending the night. Let's get the hell out of here.
Yep.
Leave.
Alrighty. Yeah.
Um
He goes ahead and takes his copy flashes and preloads them on. You can't optimize while you're in hyperspace, so that's bad. But the next time you'll stop for a moment, you can do that, and that'll help save you some more storage space later on the road. But basically, you'll want to like replace all those 5 old drives as soon as possible, because I guess the equivalent in this universe, like I'll just use they're like 1 terabyte drives, and like a jump is like a singular jump in just like numbers and data and calculations is like all like 90% of that at least. So it's like having a 900 gigabyte text file. Yeah.
Having had a unnaturally large text file that got built up on my computer, it sucks.
Yeah.
well look, I'll bite the bullet. I'll be the spice guy, and I'll just start doing it all in my head.
Okay.
Yeah, you can. They do have there is some.
That's a real thing, by the way.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's some gross later modifications for ships that are a little on the morally gray to morally black area. So
Oh no.
yeah, you can just fucking buy a robo brain, and the
Ooh.
description and source are mysterious at best.
No.
I mean, it's
Oh, yes.
literally the ship core in Void Crew. There's a
Yeah.
brain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Also,
That
all
was-
of Warhammer.
Yeah.
The servitors.
Yeah.
hmm
Yeah. I think that they're more based on the servitors. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I know you were describing the Dune space travel thing, but that's also pretty much how 40K
Yeah,
space travel works. They have the navigators.
yeah. Yeah, luckily you don't go crazy. Well, I can't say that for the robo brains, but yeah, luckily you don't go crazy when you're in this universe. Who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe you'll dip into some hell gates later or something. But for now, you're good.
Yeah. All right.
Hellgates.
Well,
That sounds like a fun place to go.
I'm ready to head off, I guess.
I mean,
So
I'll get
I
the ship
assume we
going.
I assume we
That's
check into the gate or like the administration building.
Yeah, we gotta go to it. Because no matter where we go, we're going deeper into Unitar
No.
space.
Yeah, that's a good point. We bought the data. Which jump are we doing? What's our next one?
yeah, I'll change the image. Actually, I'll bring it back up so y'all can specify. Because yeah, there's 4 jumps available if you buy all 3.
I mean, I think it's going to depend on which one we want to do first.
Yeah, I think that's the question he was asking.
It's gonna take a second.
Yeah.
There you go. It takes a second to load. It's a big image. I cut it in half and it's still big.
Here's my question. The navigational data, I may have missed this. Whose data is spot on and we can follow it all the way to the actual destination? Is it both Alex and Rose?
Yeah, the Bargesha
No.
and Chargumi ones are.
I thought Bargesha was like approximate, and then we had to find the planet.
So they can get you to the star cluster. They can't get you to the actual Bargesha.
Does that apply to both scenarios?
No, well, technically yes. So I know I'm a floating mustache, but it's fine.
Here's my thinking. Why Rage? Why specifically are you trying to get back?
I have a lot of questions that I need answered.
Is this about the job that happened or unrelated issues?
Oh, this is personal.
Here's what I think. I think we follow through on your line first. Because as far as I'm concerned, you're a merc for hire that is not currently for hire because you have business. Once that business is taken care of, everything else can be negotiated at that point, right?
True.
I've got Rand on future payroll. Where I'm going is very dangerous, and I'd like to have you along with me.
I mean,
So best way to do that is to make your employees happy, right?
this is true.
Now, which direction is your jump?
That would be the bottommost one. Because you got to go across.
And this is still Unitar space, so all of these are Unitar space.
Yeah.
So regardless of where we go,
because yeah, technically the fastest route is the bottom, and then because this area right to the left of Duos is what you're aiming for. Yeah.
Is there ever a point, like, because I know we go into free space, but is there ever a point where we pass into another civilization, or is it just that close to Duos?
I mean, technically, you'll pass through a lot of civilizations here. I think this is.
Well, I mean, like the main 4.
Oh, you wouldn't pass into another of the main 4.
it's just Unitar.
Just Unitar.
Okay.
Yeah, you're just going through Unitar.
Is that true for all of the paths?
Yes.
Technically, yeah. Because I'm going up straight out of Unitar.
Yeah.
Alex is going right straight out of Unitar. Matt is just Unitar somewhere. You are south of Unitar, like southern Unitar.
Yeah,
right?
I'm in the cloud hole.
Oh, that's what it was. That's the fourth one is the I included the Kabani archive stuff. Because technically you would
I
have
feel like
that
that's
data.
information.
I would like to have that just anyways.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because that's the second from the top.
Okay. Whatever that would have been plus negotiation, throw that on top.
Yeah.
So like another.
Oh no, so
1050?
that is included in this
okay.
data. Because to get there you have to go through you'd have to chart a course.
So I mean,
through.
honestly, Kabani Archive would probably be the direction that Ellie wants to go.
Yeah, and I think that's technically
collectors of ancient artifacts might have the information that she needs.
Because that's technically the closest. That's this right here.
Here's my thinking, just character-wise. The only person that has obligations to a organizational body is Alex's character, and we should free that up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then at that point, Alex's character is freed of obligation and is free to pursue whatever. And at that point...
And I'm fine not directly going to my objective. Like, that's... I need to get there at some point, but it's not
I mean,
an emergency.
The nice thing is if we go out that way, we can still swing back and hit every other objective along the way to
which is
tweaks.
true. Yeah.
Yeah, mine's quite far, so I understand that that's not a priority. Also, it's the most dangerous area.
Yeah, we want to get a little bit more experience under our belt, I think, before we head out of known space.
Let's do Alex's first then, or Rachel's first.
Okay. Honestly, that also benefits me because I need both information on ancient magic and information on a bounty. So either direction works for me.
I'm just here.
But yeah, as this is eventually decided, I'm just gonna sit there fiddling with a triangular charm on my charm belt and waiting for us to take off.
I am at 1 hit point, so I'm going to go through launch into hyperspace, and at that point, hand off slowly to the droid and get rest.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I'm at 8 hit points. I'm also probably going to go pass out. I'm going to turn my phone off before I do, though.
But
all right.
Was there any? I just have to ask: was there any issues with getting through the administrative stuff?
Oh no.
Okay.
For the most part, it's just all. The thing is, ships change hands all the time, and the ship isn't reported stolen. That might change later. You might want to look into getting that officially transferred over. But it's not something you can do here. So you just have to fill out a bunch of paperwork, and they ask you a few questions like where you going, business or pleasure, yada yada. You smuggling anything? You have any smuggler's holds, which you actually aren't sure.
I was going to say, imagine if you answered yes to that question.
I mean, some people do, that some people smuggle things for righteous reasons, so they tell.
Yeah, surely surely my time spent crawling around in the maintenance vents, I would have been able to spot
The maintenance vents on this ship are all up top.
Okay.
But who knows? Maybe there's some secrets to this ship. But
so no immediate knowledge about what's happening on the bottom of the ship.
Yeah. Yeah, because
there's a hatch.
All the wiring and all the power goes up from that central point and branches out.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Technically, you guys will have to be going through, if you're going the Doctrine of Chargumi route, you will have to be passing through like it's the biggest Class B civ. It's this section right here, and yes, this is the biggest Class B civ. Is between Duos and Grand Unitar. It is the Cree 3 Unity, which some of you would know, so I'll give this information. The Cree 3 Unity do not openly state this, but several historians and archaeologists and the like scientists state that the Cree 3 Unity is the actual Utari Republic. Utari Republic was the original ancient civilization that became the Grand Unitar Republic. So there's a lot of hot debate. They take a Switzerland on the whole stance because they don't want to piss off Grand Unitar because they're big and they're prideful. Unity does not push the issue, and they're a very peaceful society. They haven't gone to war since before the conjunction. So it's been a long time, but they are still super advanced. They have the power and the tech to keep themselves at essentially a nuclear arms race, like, or a nuclear deterrent level against two A class. So if they actually expanded, they'd be considered an A class, but Duos and Grand Unitar don't want that, and Krethi seems happy to just stay where they are. They have pretty much everything they need, so they don't actually trade with outsiders a lot. So a lot of people sort of avoid going there. They're not actively hostile. In fact, they're encourage travel there, but they just don't have a need to trade. They're basically, what is it in Stellaris, the Utopia worlds?
Yeah.
That's basically all they have. They have everything that they want, and
they're all Gaia worlds.
They're all Gaia worlds, basically.
Fuck.
Or at least there's at least one in each star system.
And that's not a realistic thing. So we would assume, is the assumption or consensus that those are all terraformed worlds? Does that technology exist? Is that like a lost
technology exists on a small scale currently? So but to terraform a whole planet to be perfect is not something that is known or has existed, but it's theorized. That's one of the reasons why they have so many planets that are like, oh, this planet is just a mining planet. It just has everything we need, and it's here so we don't have to fuck up other planets. And it's right in the same solar system as another planet that just produces vegetables like nobody's business.
This actually works out. I've always wanted to make this trip.
That yeah, they and they do not they actively deny this. But it is said that the jewels of the Kree Unity are within their boundaries, and it is actively illegal to come into the Kree Unity just to search. They will follow you and be like, what are you doing? If they will stop you from they have tech to pull you from hyperspace.
So when you say the jewels of the 3-3 Unity, is that their police force, or is that their
the jewels of the 3 Unity are supposed 6 worlds that have kyber crystals that grow naturally on them. They're in the Utari cloud, so unless you know how to get there, you're not going to get there. You're going to end up on a collision course with Chandara 1.
Wait, but is
supermassive black hole.
So is the state that only they access or have access to that information, or is the idea that those are planets are lost?
They state that those planets are lost and or they've never had them, but they clearly have access to kyber crystals, and the majority of the galaxy just has to find them. Like, it's like, oh, we found one on one planet, and it's like, oh, they power cars and like buildings with kyber crystals, so they have to have them. But they will actively deny it, and you might get rudely thrown out.
This actually works out for a lot of stuff. One, economically isolationist, so untapped market. Great place for me to be. 2, we can find a kyber crystal and compare to see if ours looks normal or not.
Yeah.
Since I'm still not convinced it's a normal one, but maybe it is.
3, ancient pre-collapse conjunction whatever civilization equals research for me.
Like I said, untapped market.
You and I are tapping different markets, I think. I was going to request that we, on the way to Rage's group's base camp, make a detour through the Kree Unity. But I'm glad that I'm not
already
the only one
passing
who wants to
through.
go.
Yeah.
Attached to my head.
Well, you know, that's
imagine one of our jumps lands there on the way.
probably.
At least one.
This is far too entertaining. I
Right,
actually attached the map to my head.
I see
God.
All right, I think we're good to go.
I guess that's one way to rotate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're all locked in. Let's roll.
I'm Jindar.
Let's go.
Oh dear.
Nap time.
Yep. I will take
How did I
a nap,
attach it to my head?
I don't know. I will fall asleep just sort of meditatively fidgeting with that triangular charm.
Go to sleep.
Go to sleep. Long rest. I'm really hurt.
I'm also we're all really hurt.
Rage is very hurt.
Something that I meant to say just before you left. As you are going to pull your vehicle out of parking, you see a tall silver-haired woman clad in like slate gray leather clothes with a single shoulder pauldron. She before you get to any distance to call out to her, she was by your ship door, She gets on a speeder bike, attaches something to a helmet, and he watches like a full exosuit expands out of the helmet, and she exits the docking platform.
Someone was on our ship,
Just
or near it.
by the entrance bay at the back.
Would any of us recognize this individual?
Yeah.
Or anything about this individual?
You actually would, Rage.
Oh.
You don't you've never met them, but you've seen them whenever the rare meeting occurs at the offering. You're not certain what their name is, but you've seen them like vaguely in passing.
So no idea who she is, just know that she is related to the offering.
Yes.
I'm going to do an extra thorough check of the ship to make sure nothing is tampered with.
I'm going to do an extra thorough check of the ship to make sure nothing's been planted on our ship.
Here's my question. I assume the answer is no, because the ship is the ship older or drives just old?
The ship is old, but it's not like terribly old. The
Do
drives,
we have like any version of like an AI assistance on board? Or is that too advanced for the ship?
That is, I believe, one more upgrade.
Okay, so I can't ask the ship if anyone's boarded or been on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
there's specifically an upgrade.
I'm going to go use the bathroom.
have we been scanned out yet as we're going to our ship, or are we scanned out? Like,
Our ship's parked outside.
Yeah, this was.
checkpoint.
oh, true. Okay,
yeah.
so we are scanned out after that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we park on the other side of the border.
Yeah, this is just like one of the many checkpoints in. Like, they might not stop you here, but like if you get within bounds and they're like, yeah, I want to do regular business, they're like, what the hell?
Yeah.
So there is no like checkpoint here.
Technically, this is the checkpoint, but that's the reason why a lot of people like smuggle shit in places. Is it's impossible to hold a space border. It's just sort of held on principle.
Okay.
A lot of people sort of make the mistake of just traveling in, and they have to pay a fine when they get to wherever they're going, and that's like all fine and dandy, but
Yeah, you can't really have like a big fence.
yeah exactly.
Yeah.
So, but like
I was more asking about like the individual scanning, because you said that was a thing that was.
Well, yeah, we
Yeah.
already got out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you just they want to know who's coming in on what ship.
I mean, that's totally fair.
Yeah. They don't want you smuggling people in. They would like you not to smuggle drugs in.
Okay.
But yeah, a thorough inspection of the ship results in a very obvious yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say, before anyone even tries to get on the ship to look for anything, I wanted to see if there was signs that the door has been opened, or the hatch has been opened.
Oh, I was just talking like a perimeter of the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was gonna do an exterior search
Yeah.
because
You don't want a car bomb or anything.
No, we don't.
But no.
Put it nicely, yeah.
An exterior sweep of the ship reveals no foul play. There's simply a nicely wrapped silver gift box on the foot of the bay, like the lip where the bay door sits.
Well, that's the car bomb.
Is the gift box addressed to anybody?
It just has in like
Just a frowny face.
It's like red wax paint, just an R.
I'm
That's
going to
for me,
imagine
then.
this is for you, yeah.
What kind of weird ass cult are you a part of?
That's a good question.
I mean, he said it was called the offering, and I don't know about you, but my immediate thought was sacrificial. So
I didn't get cult vibe, but now I didn't get cult vibe from that guy, but now I do.
Wait, is there like an underlying cult sort of part to it? Because if so, I have a question that I need to ask you.
I mean, not at the level that I'm at. I've heard rumors, at least as far as where the name came from, but it's not self-sacrifice, shall we say?
oh no, I wasn't saying self-sacrifice. I was saying like ritual sacrifice of other people.
Or like money
Not-
sacrifice.
Wouldn't be much of a good cult if they were sacrificing themselves all the time.
I mean, I think
mean,
there's a lot
fair.
of cults that have done that and been very notable.
Fair.
I mean, it's there is no sacrifice required.
This is actually very on topic for my objective, by the way.
Just rumors of how things ended up organized as they are.
And are you willing to expand on that, or?
Not particularly.
Fair enough.
Well, I mean, we're headed in the direction of their last known location, so I mean, we might get our answers soon enough.
Anyways, open up the damn box.
I'm going to make sure the box is not trapped.
Sure, make a. You do not have thieves' tools, so simply give me a perception check.
I have a +4 in that.
Woo!
Yay!
So you might not die.
13.
13. Doesn't look trapped. The wrapping job is immaculate. Like someone used like a fucking protractor and shit to cut the paper out.
I figured they'd have droids for that.
But yeah, it's just it's got a little like frilly like silver wire little present bow on the corner. There's just the red R and it's just silver wrapping paper. It's like a thicker wrapping paper.
Is this usually how information is delivered to?
No, I mean it's usually delivered in. This is sort of something I came up with. It's usually parcels are what's given to you, and the parcel has information in it, but it's usually very like nondescript, not very. It doesn't have much character to it. It's just you'll you know. You wake up, somehow they know where you are, and you come out of whatever like place you're staying in, and there's just like a black wrapped box for you with information for you to
So it's silver. I'm gonna open the box.
I'm gonna back up. Like within like maybe 15 feet away, just in case.
I'm gonna not back up and just peer over Rage's shoulder at a respectable distance.
You peel off the wrapping paper, and just as you get enough of it off, you hear a click. Nothing seems to happen.
I'm going to keep slowly opening. I'm going to move away from the ship and keep slowly opening it.
And I'm gonna move away from Rage.
And I'm gonna feel good in the decision that I made.
I'm gonna light a cigar and watch.
You're used to like a book with like words highlighted that you have to like put together. This is not that. You slowly get the wrapping paper off of it, and it's a really nice like jewelry box.
Oh.
Like an antique, like something like an heirloom that's past that.
I continue to open this very carefully.
You open the lid. It's not a jewelry box. It's one of those little dancing ballerina music boxes.
Oh yeah, I have one of those.
And
it didn't explode. I'm gonna come forward.
as the lid fully goes up, clicks into place, the tines, like the little brass tines, begin to tink in a rhythmic pattern. And it takes a second for it to get up to speed, but then a voice starts to come through on the tines. Well, good job. And it comes through like one word at a time, like sort of like splicey, so it's clearly a recording, but they've done their best to. It says, well, good job. You failed that mission spectacularly. But not all is lost. Not all is in vain. It might have been for the better. Thought I could do with making your day brighter. Please come back home, Moonlight.
Sorry, I'm just writing all this down.
I've gotten it.
Okay.
So do we want to assume that Silver Lady was the Moonlight in question?
I don't assume nothing.
Well, Rage might be Moonlight. Might be his real name. It might have been like a address to Moonlight.
Instead of the space being a like tacit signed Moonlight, it's comma Moonlight. Like,
correct.
okay.
All right, well, Rage, who the hell's Moonlight?
Okay, so I see which one you pulled from the names that I gave you.
I felt it was the most fitting.
Yeah. Okay, so now I have to ask who Moonlight is. I gave you the name. I did not give a character for it.
Yeah,
Moonlight.
I'm giving them all thematic thematic fitting with the name. So you didn't know that was Moonlight because you don't really exchange names at those sort of things. Like, you have like closer acquaintances and stuff, but people don't get too close for the most part of the offering, as far as you've noticed.
Yeah.
Well, they sort of keep it business only. Moonlight is some form of elf. You're not certain. Long ears, like almost twice as long as like a regular elf. They like clearly come off the back of her head. Like you can see them past her hair no matter what she's doing. Very long silver hair, pretty much the same color as her skin. These bright amethyst eyes. She never looks threatening, but she has one of those faces that
Resting scary face, maybe?
yeah. Like she'd do bad things to you for fun sort of face. But never been threatening. You've just seen her on occasion. Maybe like 2 or 3 times. You all don't have like regular meetings where everyone comes back very often.
Yeah.
So you've just seen her every now and then. You know her partner, ally, whatever you want to call it, the rendezvous. You know him a little bit more. Humanoid man, very, very short, probably like maybe 5'4", bright red hair. Honestly, like a teenager, but he's probably in his 40s by now. Acts his age but doesn't look it. You've spoken with him more because he's normally the one that the messages that you've been receiving are from, but you're usually in the same spaces. You're usually not in this area, so maybe that's why there's a change up. But there's a long pause on the playback, but then it starts over. It gets about halfway through before the gear dies out. Has to be wound again. But it's very different from what you normally get.
Yeah. I'm gonna close it very slowly.
Mm-hmm. Then it explodes. No.
This is not great.
Not great. It's pretty.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's not like you're gonna go against the request, because I mean that's where we're headed. We think.
I mean, that is the plan.
Yeah. So what's not great?
I mean, failure is not always taken so lightly. So, particularly with what this ended up being, who this mission was for.
I mean, you couldn't have known the way things would play out. Not your fault.
Fair enough. However, I'm also a little concerned about Moonlight.
Was that who dropped that off?
From
From the looks of it, yes. Never knew her name until now, though. But definitely not someone I want to be on the bad side of.
Look, as harsh as it sounds, however poorly this goes, you will always have a place in my employ if you want it. You are scary, and I like scary.
What money? You don't have no money. How are you gonna pay him?
What are you talking about?
Well,
Let me be clear. I don't know what you think my financial situation is. I am losing money out of my personal bank account, correct? All right?
Yeah.
I own half of a moon.
All right.
I do not care. They could empty my bank account and it would not make a scratch in my actual personal assets.
You gonna sell the moon for
It
liquidation?
just really pisses me off, all right? That's different than being financially ruined.
All right.
Okay,
know what?
so you're
Fair
not
enough.
financially destitute, you're financially pissed. Got it.
for what it's worth, I think we should start moving.
I agree.
I
I'm
agree.
also, yeah.
All right.
I'd like to deal with this situation.
I mean,
sooner
for
rather
what
than
it's
later.
worth, she didn't put a bug on our ship, so I think we're
Yeah, as far as you can, as far as going across the ship inside and out, no whatchamacallit, nothing's found, nothing else. Doesn't even seem like doesn't even seem like she entered the ship. Looked like she walked over, placed the package, and then skipped off into deep space on a motorbike.
Oh, so she's
Which,
just cool.
I mean,
All right.
fantastically cool.
All right. I'm going to bed.
Yeah, you do that.
Yeah, you all board the ship, and you realize that I forgot his name, Jasper.
Jasper, yeah.
You're like, oh, he's not here. But you catch him coming back. He's got several bags of groceries, and he's got like a really long pigs in a blanket, like stuffed in his like cheek.
You know,
It's, like,
that
hanging
probably
out.
would have been a good idea with the bad
So-
food. Thank you for doing that.
So he looks like a hamster.
He looks
right
sort
now.
of, yeah. He's got like
Hamsterage.
got like a fucking 16-inch dog hanging out of his mouth.
Jasper, you are a hero. I got hit up the head so hard, I forgot that I hadn't eaten today.
He goes,
I'm still mad at that, by the way.
yeah, he comes on board and frees up his hands because he's like wearing them, like almost wearing bags, like backpack style. He puts
I will
it
help him
down.
unload that because
Yeah.
that seems difficult.
Yeah, he was like, well, I went to make food and I realized that ice soup is not very good, and the rice we have on board the ship was expired last month, 40 years ago.
I was gonna say last month isn't bad, but
Yeah,
40
it's impressive.
years is 40 years is bad.
Yeah, it was back there. It was like turning to dust, and I was like, I've eaten some freeze dried nonsense, but then I was like, oh man, the food court looks pretty good, and then well, they got jumbo schnauzes up there, so
I mean, that's definitely better than, as you put it, ice soup.
I mean, it's definitely better than eating steak covered in human blood, which I was very close to doing. What?
I don't have a. I mean, I know what you're talking about. I just don't have a response to that.
What? I thought it was a bit of a waste for 30 gold.
30 fucking. You know what?
Look, I had to keep up appearances. I was
No,
told
I mean,
I was told
that's
to make a
fine, but
scene, and
that's
you know,
fine.
I was definitely a little bit preoccupied with trying to not have my legs fall asleep while stuffing myself into a closet. So I did not eat the food that I ordered, and I will regret that immensely.
Look,
Yeah.
all of you get dinner together while I get us into hyperspace. I actually have something to ask all of you.
Oh dear.
he goes, here, help me put these away, and then he pulls a big bag out, like one of those like the igloo, like the soft cooler bags.
Oh yeah.
He goes, it's probably not the best, but it's got protein and it's hot, so and it's just there's like 12 of those big sausage rolls.
Yes.
And like some popcorn and like the movie theater drinks, because he like he went to the
Is there
you're
like
in
a
a shopping
food
mall.
court?
It's just
Yes.
a food court, yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, they don't really have a grocery store, so I went to like convenience stores and stuff. So maybe we want to stop somewhere that has actual food when we go next.
I'm not opposed to that. I don't know. I've never eaten
But-
anything like this.
We will live.
We will live and we will feast like kings. And I will grab 2 of the giant hot dogs and start eating them.
Yeah.
Casey looks concerned that this is her food source.
Yeah, you happily begin to eat. Casey, you look at it and you are sort of mortified that it says guaranteed up to 40% Pellis meat.
Yeah. Oh God.
Which is phenomenal rates I hear. You realize you've been living like a king and eating Pellis steak.
The other 60% soil.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
They eat dirt out here.
Or it's like
eat-
ground up bones.
No,
it's plant-based, like soy substitute.
Yeah.
But most of the people out here don't know the taste of real meat.
That grade A Wagyu steak.
Yeah.
The grade A Wagyu Pellis.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm gonna pick the thing that looks
Good
like it has
enough.
the most natural ingredients, which is probably like 2 out of the 20, but like
Or
It's just the
popcorn.
broccoli.
it's
It's
just
the
broccoli. Yeah.
It's just the popcorn.
Yeah, the popcorn's all natural. Old super GMO super corn. So.
Hey, that's fine. That's something I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the same everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
And it's that real good kind, the one that's like super that's like designed where all of them pop like the firework popcorns.
Yeah, Casey doesn't voice her displeasure, but she doesn't hide it on her face.
yeah, I see the displeasure on their face, and it's like, I understand it's not as good as something you just shot and killed, but it's better than not having anything.
Jasper
Especially
goes,
after what you had to go through today, you might want to eat a little more.
Jasper goes, listen, I understand you come from a prime world, but and he cuts one in half. He goes, just try it. It's got plenty of preservatives and MSG. It tastes 80% as good as the real thing. It won't kill you. If it did kill you, well, I think you'd probably be the first person to die on first contact with this. I wouldn't go eating this every day because it will kill you. It will clog your arteries because I'm sure they just use lard filler. But
one of
My
my
parents would
neighbors
never
told one of my neighbors told me a story about somebody who choked on one of these.
well, yeah,
You're not making me feel much better. I'm gonna be honest.
Well,
on
then
16
chew.
inches of meat, there's like, yeah, don't.
My
Don't go
parents
trying
would
to.
never let me have something like this, and she's just gonna take a bite of it and try it.
It's pretty good. It's a little salty.
It's mystery meat.
It's mystery meat. It's definitely not fresh farm grade pellets. It's probably not even mostly pellets, but it's
She's gonna chew it. She's gonna smile, gonna give a thumbs up, and she's gonna die a little inside.
Jasper pats you on the shoulder. Just, it won't kill you, but you need the protein. Trust me.
I guess.
Oh no guessing. You do need the protein. And
No,
it's
it's
either that or, and he pulls up a can that's just it's just called Lima Mush.
I am more enthusiastically eat the hot dog.
He goes, yeah.
Yep. Nobody likes the lima mush.
You do?
Nobody.
No, but yeah, he did say nobody.
He goes, you mix it with
It
stuff.
sounded like he said it like we were missing out on something, and I'm not missing out on anything with that.
I mean, I'll tell you the truth. I've only had lima mush and other associated products mixed in with other, like, fresh preserved meats and
for
foraged vegetables.
For the
Okay,
players, I'm envisioning Lima Mush to be just an assortment of legumes stuffed into a can and coming out similar to the shape and consistency of like the canned refried beans, where it you're kind of
yeah, I was picturing it like the English food mushy peas.
yeah.
Oh god.
But just like compact and processed more.
As someone who was raised on and works for an agricultural company, this is a heresy. I just want to point that out.
You see on the can of Lima Mush a stamp of approval from your own farm or your own farm planet.
I took a look at that and I'm like, what the fuck?
He goes, it's got to get out in space somehow, dude. He goes, you have it at the source. This is after they package it and send it out.
Oh, this is not going to be easy.
He goes, we'll get to other planets that grow stuff, but out here in space, you got,
Welcome to survival existence.
I was going to be honest, I prefer the boars that we had. That was great.
Oh yeah, but you can't get that. You even if you have it on your home planet, you can't get that all year round. Otherwise, you'll decimate the population.
I mean, you can, but you've just got to, work a little harder for it and do some things. It ain't natural.
I mean, if you're, from what you've said, you sound like you're from like all you do is agriculture planet.
Yeah.
That's not how the rest of the worlds operate,
There are very few planets that are like that.
I guess I'm gonna be learning.
Yep.
She looks like she dies more inside.
Yep. We take off into the
there is-
sunset. Or,
Yeah.
there
well,
is a
not
lot
sunset
to
because there's
learn.
not a sun here.
All right, you are taking off on the furthest south, the furthest south route that I have pointed out to you.
Yeah,
Which
I'm putting in the data, lining it up.
yeah, which is the Artaria Taos system. Let me put that in. Or Brandon's game. Oh, I'm already on Brandon's game. Duh.
I apologize for putting the video there.
That's okay.
But yeah. There's good reason.
Yeah.
All right, I hate to interrupt any pleasant conversation happening back there, but coordinates are inputs. We are lined up. Get ready. Buckle in. We are about to enter hyperspace.
Yeah, that's important. Yeah.
I assume it's like Void Crew, where if you do not buckle in,
you will
be
need
the back wall.
You will not paint the back wall, but you will certainly get tumble dried.
Okay. Yeah.
It will hurt, but it will not be fatal.
Yeah.
I
There
will strap in
are
and
inertial dampeners, but the inertial dampeners do not stop. It wholly. That's a more top of the line thing.
They dampen, they do not absorb.
Yeah.
I will also fasten my seatbelt and go back to fidgeting with my triangle.
Yeah, I get it
Hey,
all
what the hell
lined
is
up.
that?
One of my good luck charms. Got a bunch of them.
I put my hand on the lever, and right before I pull it, I just look. Maybe for a little too long.
You feel like something's looking back.
Staring into the void.
You
Lick my
blink.
tongue and I pull the lever.
Yeah. Just as you pull the lever, you feel like you saw something move, but nah, it's just the stretching of light as you go faster than hyperspeed, and as you skip across reality, as you dip below the surface, as you begin to drag and go faster than the physics of this world allows, so you must step out slightly. No, the baby. But as you do so, Ellie, I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Let me tighten up my notes for a second.
A wisdom save.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
She's
Okay.
trying to roll to see if she goes mad with space and kills us.
Space madness.
Very sadness.
Ruby
All right.
madness.
It's happened at least once to one of us.
Ruby madness.
Space madness.
It's probably from the hot dog.
Yeah.
It might be from the hot dog.
It's probably from the hot dog.
Yeah. You're all going to also be making con saves for the worms.
Yeah, does this count as a charm effect?
Oh, no.
Okay, so I don't have advantage. Just lay flat roll. Oh my god. There we go.
Man,
Okay, that's a 10 plus a 2, so a 12.
12. Okay.
Is Monk not proficient in wisdom saves?
No. Strength and dex.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's very
I guess
weird.
they get all saves later.
Yeah.
I guess. But
Yeah,
I
that
don't
makes
know. I
sense.
certainly don't have all saves right now.
No, yeah, it's
what
like
was
level
the,
10
what was
or
the
something.
DC?
12.
Woo! Meets it. Hell yeah.
Yeah. You've been shaken up a lot lately, and the nerves get to you. You find yourself, for a moment, you spaced out. And in that moment, you were sitting down fidgeting with your charm, and when you come to, you're standing over the bench in the back. You'd taken your charms off and placed them down, and you had them gripped tight in your hand. The sharp point from your triangular shaped charm had dug so deep into your palm that it left a cut. But just as you realize that you started dropping, like, ah, fuck. And pick your charms back up. And you breathe a sigh of relief, if only for a moment, but you're exhausted too. Luckily, the ship has, for the most part, some autopilot and some people that have been resting for the day. So,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
can
I
help.
hand over the controls to AP8, who I guess is AP9 now since he's been rebuilt.
yeah.
Yeah.
Go back to join the others for dinner, see what was got. Ugh, I do not miss these days. And then I sit down with a spoon and start eating out of the lima can.
Oh.
This used
You
to be what I
disgust
lived
me.
off of.
That's
Hey, it's
that's shocking.
cheap. It's what worked.
I guess.
Yeah. Jasper leans over to you, a second lima can in hand. He goes, "Yep, I remember those days too. Half a loaf of trash bread and whatever water we could get out of the siphoner, and good old." Quimacre's lima beans.
You know, Jasper, you are an all right sort. Only people like me and you really understand what success is, I would say.
Had to scrape from the bottom, though. But you really learn what the dirt tastes like when you come from the bottom, and it lets you really enjoy not tasting dirt.
Well, that
Agreed. Dirt
topic.
is not very good.
Okay. Have you actually tasted it? We were being metaphorical.
And I don't even know how many worlds. Probably at least 10 different.
Oh, dust storms, yeah.
No.
No, I've seen him
Oh,
eat shit a couple times. Even on this. He's a good fighter, but
No, I was referring to. I don't think it's been since I've been traveling with you. I was referring more to getting my face punched in a few times.
oh, I was envisioning you do a very similar thing as when you're bored, you were slamming your head into the side. I was just imagining you doing that into the side of a mountain somewhere.
Picked up what he was putting down.
anyways, on to the topic I wanted to bring up to the rest of you.
That being
Many of you are pretty well traveled, but it's kind of a niche one. I'm not sure if any of you may have heard of it before. It's my primary reason for investigating the frozen expanse. Have any of you heard of the Great Empty?
Would I have ever heard of the Great Empty, Brandon?
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a good question for the DM.
I don't think any of you would have. I don't think you'd have any connection to it.
Fairly recent phenomenon. Phenomenon, I say. Cult.
Oh, okay, there is a cult involved. All right.
All right.
Yeah, that's why I said you guys were actually quite on topic with my interest earlier.
Oh, I see. So the cult is called the Great Empty?
Correct.
Doesn't come up with a
The
different
cult
name
doesn't
for the cult?
necessarily have a name. What they worship is something they call the Great Empty.
Oh, so it's
What
like
do
the
they-
cult of the Great Empty.
Sort of, yeah.
Got it.
There's not too much on them. They're kind of like a fringe, nothing group. But I don't know. Something came up fairly recently, and I've got a great interest in trying to track them down, or at least information on them.
All
Why?
right.
Maybe you can join me on my my research project.
What is your research project? We'll get to that after. I want to know why do you want to know about this Great Empty?
It's a little personal, I would say, but if nothing else, whatever they're worshipping, I think, is not. It might have signs of being from an older time, in which case, old artifacts and things like that might exist. And the primary region I'm looking for, as far as activity and relics potentially associated, is the Frozen Expanse.
I mean, if you're going to look for artifacts, the best place to do it is where no one else has been.
Let's just say I have a personal curiosity into the actual topic of the cult itself, but if nothing else, anything recovered is going to be worth a great deal of money.
That does track.
All of it. As you're talking only to you, imperceptible to the others, you begin hearing that sound. And it starts distracting you. Because everything you've done ever to abate the sound, cover it, ignore it, be what as it may, to plug your ears, you begin to hear it. That like ever so great boulders peeling across mountains. Just this rhythmic slither. And while you're present in this moment, a different sound hits your ears.
Oh, I don't like new.
In a language you do not know, understand, or can even comprehend, but somehow its message comes through. It's 2 words, but it takes about a minute to come through. It's just this deep, like a volcano gargling mouthwash. Just.
You're mostly cutting out.
Well, you get the point. Just this deep, gravelly. You get 2 words. 60 seconds to say 2 words. Come, aspirant.
Ooh.
You all watch as his eyes go pinpoint. Well, he's trying to talk to you, and he just sort of begins to look distracted.
I'm gonna grab the trauma kit and just have it next to me in case he starts having a seizure, because I don't know what a seizure looks like. I mean, I, the player, know what a seizure looks like. Ellie, the character, does not know what a seizure looks like.
Casey's first thought is, if this happens when he's guiding the ship, we're gonna have a problem.
I think after it's fully delivered and I understand my stumble in the conversation and the silence around, I'm gonna be like, oh damn, hold on. Maybe.
You
You know what?
You good
I
there?
have a great. Have you any of you played the new God of War games?
No, but I might
I've
have watched
not
enough
bothered
cutscenes.
playing them, but I've watched playthroughs.
Are you going to refer
Jormungandr.
to? Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
I was going to just say Jormungandr.
Yeah. Let me see if I can.
Oh, you're gonna try and play like a sound clip or something?
Yeah. Where my mouse?
Yeah, I was thinking of the voices in the background every time the ring, the one ring is shown on the screen. In Lord
I was
of
just thinking the
Rings.
dragon language from Skyrim and Elder Scrolls.
We all have our different incomprehensible words whispered in the background of your brain.
Oh, what was the?
But this is definitely giving more Call of Cthulhu vibes.
Yeah.
I won't play the whole thing. I mean, just so y'all can hear it and then stream can hear it. Because it's is it gonna? There you go.
Silence as we watch the world serpent
Yeah.
appear.
It's important for you to not know this, but to get the point across.
Big snake.
eyeball.
Uh, well, uh, given it sounds very much like bass boosted Jabba the Hutt.
Sort
I'll
of.
lie to you, it kind of
Sounds
sounds
like a
like he's just
foghorn.
burping.
Oh yeah, that too.
It kind of sounds like he's burping.
Sort
Yeah.
of.
Yeah.
But that, but even slower.
Yeah, it's the he's speaking in Old Entish.
Yeah. But you get the idea. But yeah, I apologize. It was necessary. I got it on the stream, so you can hear it. But yeah, God of War Jormungandr is a very cool character, and
I would argue that Jormungandr is a good character overall. So
Yeah, it's real rude. They never tell you what he's saying. You have to figure out what he's saying through like finding logs in the game.
Mm.
But like you like find words, and people have done all the comparison to find out what he's telling you. Because he literally tells you like that section right there. He tells you like the end of the second chapter or the second act of the game. Because he's just like go do this, and he's like, I don't know what the fuck you said, and then he becomes a mountain. Anyways.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm more exhausted than I thought.
No, I understand. I think we all need some sleep.
Yeah, it just hit me that I went down today and am still very hurt. 1 HP.
Uh-huh.
And get a long rest, you're about 12.
Yep.
Alright.
I'm
gonna head out.
Yeah,
Get
I think
some
I'm also
rest.
gonna turn in.
AP9. What's current ETA for exiting hyperspace?
21 hours.
Yeah, we got time.
Yeah, we do.
Well,
Feel free to continue any discussions. I've said my piece and now I'm gonna go get some rest.
I mean, I'm gonna do the same.
Yeah.
yeah.
Go sleep in the
I'm not-
cockpit in one of the beds. I assume Frank uses the other bunk bed, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, Casey, unless your questions about my charm collection are so burning, I can't wait till tomorrow.
I'm hurt. I'm tired. I wasn't going to bed.
All right.
And
Yeah, I will fall into bed and immediately pass out.
Yeah. A cacophony of snores hits the crew as you all take a long rest.
I lie awake a long time.
Yeah. Yeah, the sound doesn't go away this time.
Oh no.
It sits
Y'all were
with you.
saying I was gonna suffer from space madness.
Casey's probably going to stay up on her phone like way too late and then eventually just turn it off.
Oh yeah, we reconnected, so like Reddit refreshed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rage is probably not even going to go over to the beds and just when everyone leaves, lay down on the couch in the or like the bench seat
Yeah.
in the dining area and just pass or like immediately pass out.
Mm. And the ship falls silent for the night. And I think that's where I'll leave it because I've got some prep to do. Next time,
Gotta find out what.
find out what planet we land on in the. I'll get all that together in the Atari, the Atari Taos system.
Artaria Taos, yeah.
With it being 22 additional hours of play, is that 2 long rests or just 1?
You would probably get in 2.
So we'd all be back at full, probably.
But by the time you land, yeah, I wouldn't do full. I wouldn't fill yourself full quite yet, but yeah, so there'll be a little time. I like to give a little of the actual travel time. I don't want y'all to wait, but like also I'm like, okay, like
So do 1 full or 1 long rest.
yeah, do 1 long rest for now,
right.
and then we'll see if anything occurs. Actually, no. You do heal full because you will level to 4.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh hey, that's big for me.
Level up. Uh,
Dice.
and then it's 22 is our next session. Yeah. What is my hit dice? D8.
D8. Yeah.
I rolled a 3.
You chance it?
It's literally a 50, like 50
I
if you
rolled
do
a
better.
I'm gonna,
Yeah,
I'm gonna fucking,
so-
yeah, I'll chance it.
All right. D12.
The
for
I
me.
hate my life.
Faded.
No.
Yes. I have spoken. The dice said.
I rolled a
5.
2. Damn it.
Well, that's technically your first because ones don't count.
Okay.
Yeah.
I rolled a 5. I'm going to risk it.
7. I will roll with.
8. I'll
Eight.
take it.
Really good.
I rolled a 1 again.
Ones don't count. No ones.
So I have rolled 3 times, but only one of my rolls. That's my third one.
Do you want me to roll one for you?
No, I'm doing this myself.
There you
6.
go.
I'll take it. I have to take it because it's my
No.
second one.
Yeah, well, that is my steadfast rule. If you don't like it, you can leave. No ones on level up. It's so fucking rude. I had a
35.
paladin that was at 46 health at level 7. I had 4 plus 4 con. Do you realize how shit that is?
You rolled
What's
1
that?
every
I
single
rolled 3
time.
ones as Boromir. No more suffering. I will leave this world a better place.
Ooh.
My
I get an
intelligence is
ASI.
now up to 16.
Ability score improvement plus slow fall.
What's the
Woo!
origin feat for tough? It's
I mean, you
This
get
is-
I'm just wondering
it's
for
an extra
for
2
HP.
HP per level.
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh, like you're thinking about taking tough right now?
No, I have it. I just want to calculate it properly.
Yeah. So you rolled 3 plus 2 from tough for 5, and then plus whatever your con is.
Okay.
Also, I apologize for yelling in your all's ears. I get impassioned about things, about injustices in this world.
Oh.
All right.
Get another cantrip and another.
Yeah, I was
spell.
like, I think I rolled 110 as Borum, and I was like, ooh, 14 more health. And then the next 2 levels, I rolled a 1. I was like, ooh, plus 5 health.
ASI is 1 score by 2 or 2 by 1, or is it 1 by 1?
It's
you can increase one thing by 2, so you can
Okay.
increase your dex by 2 if you want.
Mhm.
You can do 1 and 1, or you can take a feat, and there's a lot of like half feats which also give a +1.
yeah. So
Yeah.
2024 has a lot of like half feet. So,
So I might take the feat, or I'll bump my wisdom to 16.
Yeah. But I
I've
will.
gotten smarter.
I will leave that as it is. Good job, guys. I apologize for absolutely wiping the floor with you all there for a moment. I did set up a very deadly encounter because y'all chose like one of the higher level people, but high risk, high reward. So hey, you
High
lived.
risk, high reward indeed. And Frank coming in with the clutch prone.
Yeah. So,
And then
I
me and Rage stabbing it to death.
yeah.
Oh man. So I am still stupidly proud of the character sheet I put together.
Yeah.
in Excel document.
Yeah, like
So I was looking through it and it's like, oh yeah, I have all of the math set up, so I am tracking how much I rolled each level as well
yeah.
for HP, and it's like, yep, this is better than I expected it to be. 'Cause it
Yeah.
also automatically accounts for
Excel sheets are great.
how tough
I love them
changes
for
the
keeping track
score.
of my taxes. I do the exact same thing, but for my taxes, I'm estimated tax. It's great.
Don't forget, people. Tax season is upon us.
Yeah, I know. Well,
not even the Joker fucks with the IRS.
The IRS is who brought down
Al Capone.
Yeah. Had to remember the name. Excuse me.
Yeah. All right. So I will let y'all, rolled health. I'll let Mr. Sepair know of the level up and all the things. I didn't use any of his stuff that he wouldn't get back on a long rest, so he won't have to do anything there.
Yep,
but,
I'm gonna send him my notes. I told him I would do so.
But yeah, good job, folks. I hope you had fun. Hope everyone watching has fun as well. I'm exhausted, so I'm gonna say good night. Thank you all so much for staying up with us. Yeah, leave the world a better place than you found it. This was my message for the day, and I guess the joking answer is do your taxes. But yeah,
and pat the cat that you own.
Yeah.
I'm doing that right now.
Right.
He's about to bite me.
Thank y'all so much. Have a lovely night as she gets bitten by a cat. If it's not night, there you are. Have a lovely time zone. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, adventures. Sweet dreams.
Goodbye.
Ending scene.